I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
Well, hello. Oh my gosh, hold on. Some deer almost saw me. All right, well, hello, everybody. Hello. What is up, y'all? Thank you, Ray, so much for being here. Glitchy confetti. Let's glitch the... It wasn't glitchy for some reason, by golly. I tell you what, and we're at like 38 CPU usage right now. We're at like 38 CPU usage, and it's not glitchy, but it's glitchy at 5% for some reason. Who knows? Let's go, guys. Let's go. We'll take it. How is everybody doing? Welcome to Call of the Wild Wednesday. Right? Okay, anyway, all right. Yippee! All right, so we are here on another wonderful Wednesday, guys, doing the same thing we always do. And by the way, you are watching Mech and Neck TTV. Thank you for watching now and or later. We're going to be doing daily challenges, making money for tents and tripods, as we always do, guys, for our rotor grind that we're on. So the first stream and a half, whatever it turns into, is going to be doing all 4 of these challenges. You guys know we always do the weekly and all 3 daily challenges, and then after that, we get to setting up the road deer grind. So we're going to be starting with hello. What is it? All right, so we got an axis deer right there by us, but the challenges today, y'all, are going to involve, for $5,000, 3 horned animals heart shot. Okay, 3 horn. It didn't glitch. Let's go. Thank you for the clip. Jeffrey, how you doing halfway through the week? Call the Wild. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love Call the Wild Wednesday, guys. We do 2 streams today. This is the first one. The second one is later. So, hey, the daily challenges, y'all, are going to be 3 rabbits hitting the lung between 1,600 and 2,000. All right. 000, I guess, is the right way to say it. I don't know. All right. That's for that's for $3,000. All right. $4,000. We have to photograph 4 predators between 3 and 7 a.m. Thank you very much, Mrs. Mecca. All right. And that's for $4,000. We got to get 4 of them suckers caught on camera at that time. We got to get 3 horn animals heart shot later. Oh my goodness. But guys, Ray is awesome. For anybody on the other platform, guys, we have the chats on the screen. Ray is one of our moderators, co-streamers, a very awesome person. And for anybody not on Jeffrey's platform, Jeffrey is also a very awesome viewer that we've known for a while. So, guys, let's see here. The last challenge we're going to be talking about today is going to be the weekly challenge. The weekly challenge. So, between 2300 and 0300, or whatever the right way is to say it, we got to photograph 17 bovid, which means we're probably going to be going to Center Paton for that. We're going to be Center Patton. And taking pictures of water buffalo. Plains bison also might be a good group to take pictures of, but honestly, any bovid usually comes in big enough groups where that's not going to be too crazy. So we're going to start out, guys, with the hardest daily challenge first. And that's going to be the $5,000 one. I'm assuming that's the hardest daily challenge. What a late night radio voice. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're going to be starting out with the heart shot 3 horned animals, y'all. And real quick, before we actually start hunting them, I'm going to pull up my comprehensive list here of animal facts that I've typed up. I have every animal. I've drawn up a table with all the details of every animal, without the details that I don't want, on Google Docs. So Google Docs for being Google Docs. All right, so we're going to be getting horned animals. Bantang also would be horned animals, and they're also bovid. So if we can do both, did I know? Did I know? What did I do? I know. But let's see here, guys. We're gonna be looking for bantang. I don't know that we really have a whole lot of bantang spots scouted between 2300 and like 3 in the morning. But we're going to, by golly, there's another freaking deer. Let's go over here and shoot this deer real quick because they're begging for it. They're absolutely begging to be shot. I don't know if you guys speak axis deer the way I do, but what they just got done yelling is, please, oh please, shoot me. And we're not gonna let them sit there and just be beggars for nothing. Okay, all right. We will honor their request. We shall honor the request. All right, let's see here. We got an axis deer somewhere in the area. We got a couple of them because there was a male mating call earlier, and now that's been followed up. Here we go. All right, let's see here. 1,000% going to be a Maraudi moment, but they're on the move, so what can we do here? Let's go. Instant down. I started playing the Big Walk yesterday. Super fun. I have not heard of the Big Walk. Is that a new one? Hog deer warning call. They simply love it. You're right, Jeffrey. You're right. They do. They can't get enough of it. I tell you what. All right, guys, my voice is a little worn out. I've gotten a little bit of a raspy voice over the last few days. Makes me sound more manly. All right. Let's see. That's a very small axis deer if I had to guess. Yep. I haven't hunted axis deer barely ever at all, but we did, in fact, start the round out with a double lung and heart shot. So, boy, howdy, I'll take that. And what a beautiful specimen he is, I tell you what. So, we shot him with the Mirati from 53.14 meters with a 400 session score and $1,013 cash with a dark fur type. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Up to 12 players. Just released by House. Cross plat, too. That might be a good one for our community days. Where are my bucks? Your bucks are missing? Did somebody come shoot your bucks? That's not good. That's not what we're looking for. All right, guys, we're gonna be pulling up the Call of the Wild companion app, and we are gonna be looking for Bantang at a certain time for the daily challenge. So let's get over here and see. Like I said, what 23,000 to 03,000, something like that. If that's the right way to say it, I'm not sure. All right, Call of the Wild companion. Guys, in case you're wondering, the PC app is garbage. Don't use that one. Just use Call of the Wild companion. All right, let's see here. Reserves, and we're at Emerald Coast. So we're looking for Bantang, guys, because that'll be horned, bovid, all of it. That'll be what we're looking for. Only my does want to show up. That's weird. That's weird. Doesn't that sound like, I don't know, I say that's weird. Doesn't that sound like such a thing that we've all freaking had before? I know it's for PS for free. Well, it should be for free then for everybody. And what's it called again? The Big Walk? Huh. I have to check that out. Bantang, guys. We're looking for Bantang. So that's a class 9 bovid. And so I got there. If you look here, guys, on the app, it's actually really awesome. That wheel represents, you can't see the green spots. You can just see through them because of my green screen. Deletes the green spots. The green spots that are see-through are when they eat. The orange spots are when they're sleeping. And then the blue spot is when they're drinking, which is a pretty small drinking window according to this. They only drink from like 1,700 to... it's 2,100, not that bad. But at 23,000 on to 3 in the morning, they are sleeping. So we're going to find out, where are the Bantang sleeping? Where do Bantang sleep on Emerald Coast? That's the question. Where do Bantang sleep? Emerald Coast. There's always somebody, guys, who's become the expert of every individual animal. Top right and bottom coastal corners, primarily in shorelines, lakes, and mangrove edges. The resting zones from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You have no idea what you're talking about. AI overview, you have no idea what you're talking about. So either way, though, they sleep on the top right and bottom right coastal corners. So we will... Oh, man, you solve puzzles and explore an island. It's Prox chat. My friends kept on losing me. Oh, my goodness. Prox chat games. People are starting to realize, finally. Is it a shooter? Okay, there we go. There we go. Sorry. I'm reading things backwards one step too late. So, yeah, guys, we're going to go to the top right and bottom left coastal corners of the map, evidently. And so we'll probably start out bottom right. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here first. I know that's a little extra far away, but drop the Bonhammer. Barely missed that texting. Oh, gotcha. No worries. We dropped the Banhammer. We dropped it. It got dropped. So let's see here, guys. For the second half today, we will have our animal overlays back up for the second half today because we don't have them on Emerald yet. With life being so crazy at home, I know it might seem like an hour to do this, an hour to do that at a time is not that much time to come up with. But guys, I tell you what, we have been unable to come up with moments to freaking breathe for some reason. It has been absolutely crazy. Okay, I'm absolutely gonna actually fast travel here instead. We got a western wind. I'm not gonna walk from a western wind. I was hoping we'd have a different wind, and I could use that for more a silent approach. But if they're going to smell me anyway, I'm not going to try and be silent. Just run the coast at their drinking time. So I can't do it at their drinking time because it has to be at a certain time for the daily challenge. It has to be at 20. It has to be at 2300 to 0300 if I want to get both done at the same time. But I do love me some croc hunting. But that's according to Call of the Wild Companion, guys. I can't say that Call of the Wild Companions never got it wrong. Jeffrey, you tell me, you play Call of the Wild. Have you ever seen Call of the Wild Companion or like Fandom Wiki, Call of the Wild Online or whatever? Have you seen those things get wrong? Because let me tell you, I've seen them get it wrong. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, crocodiles for sure. Oh yeah, crocodiles, big time crocodiles. But let's see here. 20. I guess I got to run up here to change the time, so we'll get that done. But we're gonna change the time to exactly 2300. We should have our nighttime gear already on us. We do. So we'll go ahead and actually get some items changed over to nighttime scopes. Raptor Reflex, night vision scope. We got some night vision scopes ready to go. And so we should hopefully be able to just, cook with Crisco right off the bat. I've never heard of it personally. Yeah, so it's crazy. So like, so mountain goat, for example, right? Mountain goat are just like, you're like another goat animal. Well, if you look on like the fandom wiki, which is like the online Wikipedia for Call of the Wild, right? It'll sit there and tell you that the max level for basically every single goat animal in the game is 1 to 5. We absolutely, just the last time we played, came across a level 6 mountain goat. And if you look up mountain goat, it says on mountain goat that 5 is their max difficulty. They go from difficulty 1 up to difficulty 5. That's not true at all. That is by no means true at all. Our challenge is PC only. They are not. I'm actually on Xbox right now. The only thing about challenges is if you're on Xbox or if you're on PC, PlayStation or PC, whatever it is, if you try to go to your challenges here and it just sits there and it won't actually load with a plus sign that you can click on to choose a challenge. That just means that, your account didn't like desync or log out properly, which they automatically just don't for some reason. So you just need to shut the game off completely. Hit like start and quit on it or whatever, and then reload into it. And then all your downloadable content and daily challenges will pop right up. And, they're the best way to make money. They're the only way to make money. You can make money on missions, yes, but you will not make near as much money as quickly on missions unless you're just plowing right through them, to me personally, as you will on like a day like today, where like the weekly challenge is taking some photos and you get 12 grand for it. So I think the daily challenges and the weekly challenges are just a little faster at making money. But if you pair missions with daily and weekly challenges, you can make a smooth 60K a day. How simple is it to set up an OSB? Can you use a regular OBS? If you mean OBS, it's simple. Like, do you have to be logged into an account? Yes, you have to be logged into an account. I'm pretty sure that's the main thing, is you do have to be logged into like a Call of the Wild account. OBS is simple and not simple at the same time, because if you know where to go to what you're doing, it's like, click, 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 you're done. But there's a lot of things you can click on, and another part of it is it just seems like different terminology and different things than what you may have had to do before with adding sources and stuff like that. For some people, if you're familiar with computers and I'm not, then that might be extremely common. But once you learn how to do what you're looking to do, it obviously, in hindsight, is simple. But when you open it up and you're just completely not familiar with it, it's just nothing. Even like 1 or 2 clicks of something just doesn't seem clear, because it's like weird. It's just a whole new type of software, a whole new type of function. But as far as how actually complicated it is, no, it's not complicated. The big thing for me was how complicated it is to get ChatGPT to give you a straight answer. I use Google, I use ChatGPT, I use YouTube, and all the sources can get it wrong. All of the sources can get it wrong. Oftentimes, But ChatGPT will insist that he's going to find you the right answer. If he got it wrong, he'd be like, that's not true. That's outdated information. He's like, you're right. You're right. You're right. They updated their interface. Here, this is the right way to do it. And he will say, this is it. I'm sorry. This is the right way to do it. He will say that. And then he'll give you that another wrong way to do it 15 times. Like, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. He or she, I guess. I don't know, you could have like female voices on ChatGPT too, but I'm seeing if it's actually necessary for me to level up the tech game or if how I'm doing it now is good. It is absolutely necessary. Yes. If you're wondering if like, you know, getting a capture card and a computer to really do well at this is necessary, it is beyond absolutely necessary. You have like PlayStations are absolutely the better console to go with specifically, and I love Xbox. But if you're talking about just specifically for streaming straight from the integrated Twitch app or something like that, right? PS5 has done that better than Xbox. You can choose your frame, you can like place your webcam better, and I don't know, it's just better. It's a better integration of streaming directly to it. But if you're wondering, like, if you really want to grow your channel, absolutely no freaking debate about it. You can grow it just simply by playing and hanging out. You can absolutely do that. But, some of the other things at some point are just like, you know, extremely like standard, and that computers have to be used for. I would also say though, I think mountain goats do go up to level 5. They go past level 5 where they would spawn at the wrong levels, right? I don't know because I've seen level 6s and I don't know that that's a glitch because the level 6 was like the highest rated trophy out of all of them, you know. And it's like there was level 5s that were considerably lower. You know, it's like weird. But yeah, girls, low middle class with a bunch of kids. Trust me, I get it. Yeah, I'm not going to say this probably ever again, but we collectively live with a family of 4 on like $40K a year. We don't make a lot. It's, you know, I should have even said that. That's ridiculous. I can't believe I did, you know, but and I'm not saying that to compete with you. Trust me. Is not because you could have way more expenses than I do and have more kids than I do and stuff like that. But it's a freaking struggle is what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, when somebody says, when I say that, god dang, it probably sounds so much like I'm trying to one up you. I am not trying to one up you. I'm saying I freaking feel like I can relate. Not that I know what you're going through, but that I can relate. I hate when people say I know what you're going through. I hate when people say I know what you're going through. Like, y'all need to learn that you don't. You know, you don't know what empty nose syndrome is like. You don't know what having a spinal operation is like. You don't know, you know. And so and what I mean is that it's not bad to say I know, but I'm saying the sentiment, you know, I've had people sit there and tell me that they've gone through absolutely everything I've ever gone through and more. And I'm like, really? God dang. That's a lot if you think about it. You know, that's a lot, you know, because I'm not sitting on the couch playing video games my whole life. I'll put it that way. I got stuck with this almost. Me with diabetes, you don't know what it's like to pay for. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, yep. It's different. So like, I think to say I know what you're going through as a sentiment or like an attempt to be like, hey, I feel like I can understand you to a degree is more than fine because so first of all, I'm not trying to get preachy on you guys, but it says like there's no, you know, basically I believe that it's taught that there's no like hardship or temptation, struggle, morally, physically, whatever, mentally, that is just unique to one person ever at all, right? Like I believe there's somebody out there that has had the same type of struggle, unless they've done it with you. Yes, that's a good, yeah, yep. If you and your spouse have gone through something together, you don't even have to tell each other, I know what you're going through. Do you? You know, you feel like you've done it together, you know. But again, like it's a lot of semantics. People say semantics for every argument nowadays. It's like, do you know what semantics is? It's like what you mean by your words. Okay, you could absolutely use that as a straw man argument for any debate of when you said the wrong word. But no, it really is semantics though in this situation though, because some people mean that I care about how you're feeling, and or I feel like I can relate to you. So it's like an expression of closeness, right? If you feel like you know somebody in a way that other people can't, right? Like I've been through something you've been through that other people haven't. If we both survived a bear attack before, I feel like we have some sort of connection. You know, it's like there's a dead mule deer having a seizure, right? Let's go. All right, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's funny. But guys, I've never even made it. I've gotten every lookout post every lookout point and outpost in this map, and I've never made it to this spot over here. And I'm not saying that I'm going to go all the way out there. I will probably actually, because that's pretty southeast. She said, "Jeff, what?" Yeah, no, you heard him right. There's a mule deer having a seizure. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a common thing. Yeah, it happens all the time. They just, they go absolutely epileptic. And just if they see, the lantern flash in your tent a few times, they go crazy, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm just making stuff up. Story time. I like to just, that guy. Oh my gosh, that guy is hilarious. I like to just add to things sometimes, maybe too much. His hoof is hanging off the leg like he doesn't have bones. He don't. Go lay down into his body and look through his body. That guy's nothing but hair. He don't even got skin. He's got eyeballs, a tongue, some teeth, a nose, and some hair with some horns. That's it. His integumentary system is completely compromised, even when they're dead. Yep. Yeah, they're definitely gonna leave. They're definitely gonna leave. But I'm not here for the fallow deer. I'm here for the other animals that are also gonna smell me coming if I keep approaching from this angle. So, hey, thank you so much for the what? Oh my gosh, Gank, bro, what you doing, man? Let's freaking go, guys. Let's freaking go. Welcome to Call of the Wild Wednesday, bro. I feel like our Wednesday schedules are lined up or something. Oh my gosh, a rate of 14. Welcome, guys. Thank you for the shout out given to Gank. Appreciate that. How's Gank been, man? I've been missing you, dude. What you been up to? Oh my gosh. Sorry, my voice is kind of gone today, guys. My voice is kind of gone today. What has Gank been doing? Been doing so good. Good deal. Oh my goodness. It's good that, I say it's good, it's nothing going bad. I'll tell you that much. Another day above ground. I'm blessed and highly favored, it's hard to see if there's really a whole lot of improvement yet, but it could take just such a long time. I guess stem cells take a long time to work, and I don't know why. They extracted them from my own fat, right? But I mean, hey, I don't really care. If it takes a year or if it takes 2 years, if it takes whatever, I'm happy that we had it. Who'da thunk? No news is good news, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. What is up, Vet? How you doing? Vet, remind me, you're never wrong, right? Gosh dang, I keep trying to remember all the usernames, but I know there's multiple usernames for people, but I try. Yep, there we go. How'd you guys how'd you guys' night go the other night? I couldn't really make it, guys. Limp can tell you, I really have been overdoing it on my wrists when I'm not supposed to, and I've been tearing my tendons up more instead of less, But yeah, for sure, man. In God's time, it is exactly how it's supposed to work out, bro. Yes, yep. So same brand. Thank you for the follow, Sunshine. Let's go. Thank you for the follow. Let's go. But yeah, so I went with the same brand, but I wanted to go with one that's like XLR and USB-C compatible. But the options for both of those, which this one. It's what it actually is. It is XLR. Probably can't see the back of it, but the real mic version, the real mics like Shure mics and stuff like that, any decent one for that was just way more than this. I went with the top of the line of the bad brand. If that makes sense. It's a good brand. It's just not like the real brand, right? Level 9 Bear, let's go. Jeffrey, let's go, dude. Heck yeah. So we got a 5 fine. We got a 5 fine, guy. It's an upgrade. Sounds way clearer for sure. Thank you, dude. Yeah, that other one, I EQ'd it. I dialed in the compressor and expander and noise gates and everything, and it just wasn't very super clear. Hey, I am having a tremendous day, especially now that you guys are here. Thank you for the raid and follows. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Let me just trudge straight through a bush. Guys, welcome to Call of the Wild Wednesday. Sunshine's goated, by the way. I believe it. Hopping in here, dropping follows in the middle of an awesome raid like that, and immediately getting the mecha thumbs up with a purple heart. Wishing people good vibes, good days. I appreciate it. That's awesome. We had 2 sub bounties going on this past one, and I had a bounty of 10 tier 2 gifted subs, and Gank had a bounty of 5 tier. Wow. God dang. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good day. That's some participation right there. That is some participation right there. If you are actually getting hunted down because there's a prize for it, then, you know, that's some engagement. That's some real engagement. That's awesome. Oh, my goodness. I survived the whole night, but Gank died first. Bro, oh, my gosh. I haven't even been able to touch Battlefield, and I can't even tell you how long. It's crazy. We've gotten to the point where we can barely ever play shooters more than once a day because we're doing something every single other day. We're doing something that's not a shooter like every single day. You know, yeah, the mic upgrade is one of my favorites for sure. Got a great, yep. Yeah, dude, honestly, like I go back and I try to not like go back and watch my own streams enough to get conceited about it, right? Like, oh, you're constantly watching yourself on TV or something, right? And I know that sounds like such a ridiculous thing to worry about, but like if you're constantly like streaming and then when you're not streaming, you're watching your own content, and then when you're not watching your own content, you're watching your own streams, it's like, well, I gotta, you know, but I try to also not like check out completely and not watch my own streams and content and see how the quality is, you know. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who's like could ever possibly. I don't know. I will admit, guys, that ego is a thing at times. Ego is definitely a thing at times. That is for sure. For sure. And I mean like sneaky too. Sneaky. Sometimes you don't see it coming. Sometimes you don't see it coming. You start to feel good in a way that's like, you know. I watched a ton of my own content first. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly. I finally realized I can't really avoid it for the sake of trying not to, you know, like think too highly of my own content, because I still have to see the quality of my content. You know, I have to check on it. So that's what we've been doing. All right, guys, we're going to start hoofing it. What we're doing, guys, every single Wednesday is the 2 streams on Wednesdays, and we do the daily and weekly challenges all on the same day. So we do all 4 challenges, and then after that, we move on to our road deer grind. What's dime for bear? What do you mean? What's dime for bear? Dime. Time for bear? Depends on the bear, I think. I don't know. If you're looking for time, like if you talk about brown bear on Medved, like 4 to 8 a.m. These days, I don't really do it much unless it happens, and I mentally note like, yep. Yeah, I started, you know, missing stuff because I wasn't checking, and so now I'm kind of like, you know, I'm not like anxious about it, but now I'm kind of more. I listen to my own music over and over and over to see if there's an offbeat rhythm. Yep. So post production did smooth. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. It's so necessary to view your own stuff. You know, I've never watched my own stuff like that. Oh, Ray, it's super necessary. It is super necessary. Honestly, for me, it almost felt like I was, you know, like I said, just kind of getting to be a little bit too much about me, you know, because I'm sitting there, you know, and a big part of it was if I made like a funny video or something, I would be like maybe a little bit too happy with it. Like, oh my gosh, I did but kind of just like, I don't know, maybe spend too much time thinking. And I don't mean thinking anything like superior, like it's better than anything or anyone else or nothing. Just being a little bit too focused at times. I mean, I will admit, I think, you know, I think that's been a thing before. So I try to watch it. But I do got to say, Mecca, the way your stream has improved and grown since we first met is so cool, dude. Dude, thank you very much, bro. I've been trying my butt off. I've been trying my absolute keister off, man. Because it's getting hard to do a lot of stuff that I can't control. It's easier for me to put more work into things that I can control when and how much I need to put into them. So that way, whenever my mind or my body is kind of at its limit, then I can just be like, I'm stopping. I can't do it right now. If I wake up on a Tuesday morning, which is now another time that I work on like content or the stream, and I'm hurting too much, then I just don't do it, but I try to not miss, I still remember the time we've raided him for the first time and he absolutely freaked out, bro. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Twice in the same day, bro. Twice in the same day, dude. Shout out to Limp for sure. Thank you so much for the shout outs. Thank you so much, Raid, Limp, everybody and Gank and everybody for not just being here, but for immediately jumping on, supporting the channel in more than one way with all the chatting and shout outs and stuff. It is awesome. It is awesome. No worries. Oh, we're gonna disappear off the map because we're not paying attention. Get back in 10 seconds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So what the plan is, guys, is one of the challenges we're first starting on is we have to capture pictures of Bovid between 2300 and 03000. I think it's 000 because the O is the first of the second number. Anyway, I don't know. 2300 and blah, blah, blah. Pretty sure it's 000. Anyway. So we got to get some pictures of some bovid, and then we got to kill some bovid in the process. But guys, let me tell you, we have to get pictures of 17 bovid, and we have to kill 3 of them with heart shots. It's going to be a little difficult because I tell you what, it's just going to be difficult to get 3 heart shots on Bantang after getting 17 of them on picture, on photo, on some good old camera lenses. Well, let's see here, guys. But we should be running into something at some point soon. We're kind of actually struggling to find them right now. I'm not gonna lie. But who cares? Who cares? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there at some point. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man. What games have you guys been playing? I know I think we all met over Battlefield and stuff like that. But I tell you what, I think almost everybody, not that like we're moving on from Battlefield, the big walk, yep. But not like I don't feel like any or everybody is really moving on from Battlefield, but I feel like I don't feel like it's dying. I don't think that at all. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and at least kill this fox only purely because of how slow it's been. Only purely for one reason, that is it has been so slow. But if you're traveling and they're not resting somewhere, that's going to make it a little bit harder because we're going to have to call them in. Okay, no, they're eating. They're eating. We got plenty of time. Okay, so there's his girlfriend. There's him. Level 7, very hard. He'll be decent. He'll be a decent one. I think they go up to, guys, what do they go up to? Level 9? Like legendary hard? I play mostly Call of the Wild. Yep. Thank you for the shout outs, Ray. Thank you so much. So Red Fox, guys, Red Fox is a great one. The Battlefield is running its course, I'd say. We've been branching out in some more variety. Yep. Trying newer games. Raiders are Sophie. Sophie, is that the sand one? It's very sandy, like an extraction, like a sandy extraction. Let's see here. I saw you playing that one at some point, but I can't remember the full which one was which. Oh yeah. It's like you're driving like a ship around on sand or something like that, and then raiding other people or something. That looks like an interesting thing. Mecha Chameleon looked hilarious. Not necessarily maybe like super long term. I don't know. I don't know if people could really make that like their mainstream for super long. I feel like eventually it's kind of like it's like a party game, right? I don't know how often people make party games their whole thing. But it looked funny. It did look funny. And it also looked like everybody was into it for like 2 seconds. Now I haven't seen near as many people into it. So like party game, right? But it had me nearly thinking about like downloading stuff and just playing on my PC because I do have my PC can handle some games. It just can't handle like big games probably, By the way, to the mod that's doing shout outs, if Mecha has Nightbot set up, there's no cooldown. I don't have it freaking set up. Oh my God. And oh my goodness. I need to set it up so bad. And I know, guys, I swear these lists, I have like 5 lists like this. I swear it's not just like picking things to not work on. It's like there's other things equally as important, but like I got 20,000 of them. It's crazy. But I will get that set up. I don't know how to set that up, but I think it's probably pretty easy. It's probably pretty darn easy. So I'll probably set it up like today between streams, actually. I've never tried Mecha Chameleon. Mecha Chameleon is great for community to get involved, really. It looks hilarious. It looks super funny. You know what other game, guys, that's actually been out that really, honestly, looks so hilarious, but not just hilarious, like fun. Okay, hold on. To me, is the Isle. There's that dude online who's his whole thing is he spooks people as a giant old crocodile on that dinosaur game, the Isle. You know, it's like, I think I'm guessing this is a stab at it. I haven't even so much as Googled the game, but you have to go to the water to drink if you're thirsty, right? Kind of like Daisy, like you have hunger, thirst, you know, maybe blood levels and stuff like that. I don't know, like all that stuff. And, dude makes all of his videos out of just purely spooking the crap, and I mean the crap out of people. It is hilarious. Okay, come on. I'm using a different controller and I'm weird. Okay, come on, dude. Got him. What? Okay, it did get a vital. It should have got a vital. We might have missed all the vitals. We might have shot too low, guys. That's the thing about Red Fox. Their fur, with Red Fox specifically, I've done this before. It makes it look like their chest is lower than it is. I mean, I know all animals got fur and it makes their bodies look bigger than usual, but that should be, I'm hoping, a vital on him. He's not going to be spectacular. Nope. We shot just below his chest. What did I say? What did I say? That fur is so far down there. I swear it throws me off on Red Fox for some reason. I keep in my head seeing that line and thinking that their chest is just a little bit above that fur line. And it's like, it's a lot of it above that fur line. I can't believe it. But hey, we got him. We got $1,200 out of it. We got $1,200 out of it. I can't complain too much. I tell you what. Let's go. All right, guys, on to the next. Hopefully we run into some Bantang. They're in like the southeast and northeast corners of the map, especially in the coastal areas. I'm not seeing any of them around here, I tell you what. So we might have to go up to the northeast corner. And we're making it a little extra challenging because we're trying to get like the daily done at the same time as the weekly. But, you know. Imagine tar. Yeah, dude. There's some of them like I've shot animals on this game plenty of times to know that like where the fur is it where like the skin, the body, the bones, the organs are. Like, I mean, you got to know the anatomy of the animal. But and we could just chase down his girlfriend. Mr. Taxidermize your girl. All right, let's go. She's not going to be a taxidermized thing. She's a level 3. But yeah, guys, we're probably gonna have to pop up. We're probably gonna have to pop up here, guys, because this is not turning into any kind of actual discovery of Bantang. And we very well may just change which challenge we're doing for now, because it is getting to be a little slow trying to do it on specifically Emerald Coast Bantang. We need to find 3 horned animals to shoot in the heart. We can do that without it being Bantang, honestly. We can do that somewhere else. But we also need to go get some rabbits. So we're going to pop over to, specifically, Layton Lake, good old Layton Lake, the free map that they give you to start with. They give you 2 free maps, Layton Lake and Hirschfelden. This is a good place for white-tailed jackrabbit, for me at least, because we've spent a lot of time on this map. So we're going to lung shot some rabbit. And after we lung shot some rabbit, we should be getting a nice little payday and moving on. I do have a new gun, guys, the Anderson 22 LR Defender. And we got a 3 to 7 times scope on it for handguns and shotguns. I'm going to use basically like the hard-nosed cast version, the polymer tip version. I don't know how to really, like, truncated, is that how you say it? Truncated? But we're going to find us some rabbits. We're going to find what time we need to find them, that's for sure. 1600 to 20,000. The first one's always just 100 for some reason. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's see here, guys. Does anybody hunt in real life? I don't know if anybody hunts in real life. I got into this game because of starting to hunt in real life. And then hunting in real life became very, 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 very physically hard to go do. I don't know if you guys know how much of a workout hunting can be, but wearing all that stuff and packing up all that stuff and carrying all that stuff in very like restrictive clothing sometimes, you know, snug as a bug in a rug, right? Like just layer after layer after layer and like quietly stalking through the woods, truncated. Thank you. There you go. Jeffrey does. I'll try to remember and I'll probably forget, but guys, I tell you what, it gets to be a challenge. Ooh, guys, look at that white-tailed jackrabbit between 1400 and 1800 right there. Limp, you can also tell me this, I guarantee, because I know the craziness your life has been. Do you say 0-100? Is it supposed to be 03-0-100 in military time? Is it 16-0-100, or is it just 100 if it's 00? I'm pretty sure it's 0-100 every time, right? Is there a certain time that it's not 0-100? My dad was a Marine, right? So I should know this, but I shouldn't roll my eyes at that. But boy, howdy, guys, let me tell you, if you've been, like, you better not say someone was a Marine. You better not do that, you know, and, not that my dad's ever like been snappy about that to me or something like that, but it's just it's very, very, very clearly, you know, very clearly stated that once a Marine, always a Marine. And yeah, they earned it, you know. I've seen some cool stuff my dad's got from like Japan and whatnot. It's kind of interesting, you know. It's very easy as a kid to kind of just think, you know, that all of our moms and dads had like boring lives or something for some reason, you know, because all we see is like the, you know, is the come home to the wife and kids 9 to 5, eat some dinner, go to church on Sunday routine lifestyle that we grew up with, so comfortable that our parents gave us, right? And those are, you know, I mean, that's just like an example of just like a regular, you know, weekly, you know, like stable lifestyle. You don't think about the crazy crap that they had to see, right? It doesn't seem too crazy when you think about it. And then I see like these, then I see and hear these stories or like boot camp and stuff like that. I'm like, 1300. So you don't say 0-100, like verbally with it. You don't say 13-0-100. You just say 1300, pretty much. Because I know the hour would be like, you know, 13 and 1 and stuff, but I don't know how they speak it. Like, I don't know how to describe that. We got ourselves a mating call from a black-tailed deer over this direction. Just a black-tailed doe sitting over here. That's not going to be something super crazy, but we could just take a quick, easy shot, but then we might spook our. Nah, we won't spook him. We're 300 out. Oh, that's the wrong site for sure. But you've heard people in movies and stuff at times, I think, be like, something, 0-100. And I'm like, do you say 0-100 every time? Right? Like if it's 17-0-100, right, which would be like 5 p.m., right? Is it if it's 17:00, right? Do you say 17-0-100 or do you just say 1700 without the O? Do you say 0-100? Weird. I don't know. And I don't even try to say, it's just that I don't want to do this is going to sound so lazy. I don't want to do the math every time. I absolutely can do the math every time. I'm just going to say 20. I'm not going to say 8 p.m. I guess I should just say 8 p.m. I don't know. But anyway, I tell you what, you know, like it's not even that hard to do. And I just still prefer that to not add that extra step every time. You don't use, okay, when you go to the 10s, 100, 11, okay. There's no, gotcha. Okay. So you just say, so like if it was 1600, you just say 1600. Just 100. which would be like 4 p.m. But then, so when people like the movie Major Pain or something say that, that's just kind of funny. That's just kind of like not how they say it. If it's midnight, you just say 0-100. Oh, okay, 0-100. That's one I was kind of wondering about, you know. Guys, we are on our way, like I said, to get ourselves some rabbit. So the type of rabbit on Layton Lake are white-tailed jackrabbit. And we are going to get them with this nice 1-pound gun that we got. So I had yet to ever get Weapon Pack 3. It's a DLC, a lot of DLCs in this game, but the DLC in this game are very cheap and highly effective. Like, it's ridiculous. It's very, very nice. So, no, don't run. But, and by now, I would have thought that maybe we'd have gotten a warning thump with how we haven't really been walking that slowly directly to their area. But we are 100 out, so it's not like for sure that they would give a thump at that distance. We do have some rabbit trails. It looks like right here. I think these are rabbit trails. If they're small enough, we'll see. White-tailed jackrabbit right there. And we got, like I said, we got a lung shot 3 of these. We got a lung shot 3 of these, which means we don't want to chase them while they're running like we do oftentimes. We actually want to successfully spot them and stalk up to them. I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. They freaking AC went out last night, and they knocked on the door like, "Do you want a fan?" I want you to fix the AC that breaks every summer. I tell you what. We can't say yes to a fan. We flip our breakers all the time, and we don't have access to our own breaker box. But it is a lot better feeling today. I'll tell you that much. It cooled off during the night a lot. And we just made sure to just keep everything as cold as we could. And going to bed at like 86 degrees was a lot, you know, not uncommon with this freaking AC going out all the time. But when I woke back up and it was like 69, 70, oh my gosh. The difference. It felt like so fresh. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, there's the first victim. I mean, rabbit. So let's go ahead and get right on up. Let's see if there's any others. I don't think there's any others. They would stand out a little bit. Like they'd be somewhere near this other one. They'd be somewhere in the ballpark area. So this one has no idea we're here. Poor thing. I'm just kidding. And we're going to use the truncated, I think, right? Truncated rounds on the 22 LR Anderson pistol that we got the other day. Hopefully that all pans out. I'm actually going to stand up a little bit, so I'm going to get into the bush to do that to maintain a little bit of cover. And they're right at 25, so we just have to get a lung. All we have to do is get a lung and make sure we're zeroed in for 25, which we are. So I hope that was a lung. They're little tiny lungs. They are little tiny vitals because they're little tiny things. What is up, Daddly? How you doing? We actually got both lungs and the heart. That's 1 out of 3 done, guys, on the challenge that we're doing right now. We got to get 3. What? Oh, between 1,600. God dang it. It is between 1,600. Why didn't we get that? Guys, look, it's 1636 right now, which is between 16 and 20. We got the lung, and we passed the harvest check. And that was a white-tailed jack rabbit. How did that not count? That was a rabbit in the lung at the right time, and there's no gender requirement. Are you guys seeing that? Did we not just pick up a lung shot rabbit at 1637? Did we not just lung shot a rabbit at 1637? What is up, Dadalita? How you doing? How you doing? That's wild, guys. It's just gonna rob us, I guess. That's crazy. Well, we cleared that zone. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Could you get one of my shoulder ice packs with a Velcro strap that goes across from here? What? That's okay. About bad, negative ones. Come on. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Did you pay to start it? Pay to start. Okay. What was it? How is every day pay to start what? Pay to start the challenge? No, you don't pay to start the challenges. I can't believe that, guys. We just got a rabbit in the lung at the right time. It didn't even give us credit for the rabbit, and we passed the harvest check. That's weird. Okay, so I guess that daily challenge isn't going to work. It's not going to give us the credit. Thank you, honey. So I don't know what to do here, guys, as far as that daily challenge goes, because that's the frustration with that isn't can I not get my credit for my rabbit. The frustration for that is I can't replace that daily challenge. You cannot replace a challenge once it's selected. That's it, you know. And so if it's just not going to do that, then it's not just going to like rob us of that. It's like we can't get the other challenges to pay us too. So I tell you what, guys, we're gonna have to switch to the horned or something. We're gonna have to switch to the horned. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Is that the bear? Nope. Not the fastest day, guys. Not every day. Some of the days turn out to be super crazy fast, killing things left and right. And some days with the challenges, it just doesn't pan out that way all the time. I can't believe that. I don't know what else to do to make that. It's just eating at me. Usually, when it doesn't register that, there's something in the challenge that you missed, right? There's something in the challenge. Maybe they have to be Euro rabbits. Well, usually if they have to be a specific kind, it says, it says European rabbit or something like that. If it just says rabbits, then but European rabbit might be the trick though. That's a really good point though, because the glitch it's having is that it's just not telling that white-tailed jackrabbits are rabbits. It might be thinking that white-tailed jackrabbits are hares, right? I don't know. So let's pop on over maybe to Salzweisen. Maybe if we jump on over to Salzweisen. So the trick about, I think that's European rabbits on Salzweisen. The trick about them is they have burrows. They don't have need zones. And the burrows are just there when they're there. They don't have permanent areas. And so if you guys are looking for some European rabbits, I'm pretty sure that's the type of rabbit that's here on Salzweisen. Let me triple check real quick. Let me go down to Salzweisen on my little list here. Yeah, European rabbit is exactly it. So, European rabbit, guys, if you're looking for European rabbit and you do have Salzweisen, this little coastal area right here on the western side, past these little like field and marsh type areas, this area is lined with them. You just need to know the right time to get there, which I don't. I'll be completely honest. But there is no actual. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So thankfully, these are European rabbits. The white-tailed jackrabbits are also, I think, still rabbits, but I don't know, it's weird. There are some weird things like that sometimes. We're like, technically, this is a hare. Let's see here. But let's see if the European rabbits, guys, we're going to look right here for Salzweisen on the companion app. I guess they don't have Salzweisen on the companion app. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So European rabbits, guys, they don't have sleep. They don't have eating, sleeping, and drinking zones. They have just if they're there, if they're not. They're there from 5 to 9, 12 to 16. God dang it, they're not there from 16 till 19. But then they are there at night. They do start showing up from 1900 to 2300. From 1900 to 2300, they are there. So we're going to change the time to 1900. Hugh Weisen yourself. What do you keep calling me, Hugh Weisen yourself? Oh my gosh. Dad jokes. Good old dad jokes. Guys, Limp has more dad jokes than I do, and I bought a book of them. I tell you what. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go get us a European rabbit. Exactly. So I do know that there are definitely some rabbits down this way too. Like I said, the tricky part, guys, is only that you can't actually, you can't see them past like 380 max for any animal, and rabbits are really small, so they might render in even closer. And there is no actual, like I said, time that you know where they're at. You just have to like look around and find an active group on the coast. I do think down toward the lighthouse, I think, if I remember right, down toward the lighthouse has a few more of them. But we got a, what's that? What's that? What do we got there? A red fox drinking, level 4. That's a pretty subpar red fox. There's some more red fox right there. Nice to know, though, that 1900 is a good time for them to be drinking on this coast. So yeah, if you, I guess, guys, if you want to do a red fox grind, which is like the hardest grind alongside the roe deer grind, I guess Salzweisen's the place to go. You know, which means we already have at least 3 or 4 maps that you could that are preferable for doing great one grinds. I think the pheasant too, the ring-necked pheasant. What is that? Is that it? A warning thump from 10? They're right next to us, guys. They're right next to us. Don't be fleeing. Don't be fleeing. Don't be fleeing. That call, the option to examine that call means that they might have just fled, and we were standing right next to them with no idea. Warning thump. Oh man. Okay. All right, guys. They don't sit still a lot. I don't know if you guys have ever hunted any of these guys. They don't sit still a whole lot. Oh come on. Oh come on. Oh, come on. That should hopefully be hello. Just make sure. I don't think we got that one at all. No, we didn't. He got back to his burrow. That one though, unless we hit like a lump of dirt, there's like something in the way. That one over here we should have got. I think we missed that one too. That was the right distance. We definitely lined up the shot correctly, but it looks to me like they ran over a little lump or something. A feed zone discovered. Hold on. Last I Googled, you couldn't discover feed zones for these guys. Yeah, you can't. So what in the world? Did I just discover it for a different animal? I must have. What is this? Ring-necked pheasant. Yep. All right, all. It's getting to be kind of a difficult one. I'm not gonna lie. The challenges today are just getting to be kind of challenging. You know. Let's see there. Looks like we got a black grouse up ahead, maybe. Ring-necked pheasant. Couldn't tell. More ring-necked pheasant. We got to find us some rabbit already, guys. We got to find us some rabbit. Oh, you can fly off. I don't care. I'm not after you. They have excellent smell. So we really want to approach them from the opposite direction, but I'm not seeing anything in either direction, and we should be able to see them from here. We got quite a ways of visibility. These challenges, guys, these challenges today are hard. Oh my gosh, I'm not saying that if I was a better hunter that I wouldn't get them done a little better, but my gosh, these are, I mean, the rabbit challenges lately have been just crazy. Hydrate. Thank you, Zoe, for the hydration. Caught it right away. I tell you what, I was looking that time, huh? Man. You guys know I'll drink anything but water. Anything but water till I get a hydrate, right? Let's see here. We ain't finding no rabbits, y'all. For whatever reason, we ain't finding no rabbit. I got another great one, Mulder. Heck yeah, Cannon. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Heck yeah, guys. Welcome to Mechanic TTV. Guys, we're on the struggle bus today, guys. We are on the struggle bus today with the daily challenges. I tell you what, they're not that bad either, but we are on the struggle bus with them today. We got to get... Appreciate it, Zoe. Yeah, the channel point redemptions are the only ones that don't audibly alert me when there's an engagement of some kind, like an interaction of some kind. So far, right? They're just silent. They're sneaky. I'll tell you what, guys. I tell you what, if this keeps going as slow as it's going, we're going to switch daily challenges a second time because I'm not looking to do this all day. We shot a white-tailed jackrabbit in the lung at the right time. That didn't count. We're sucking it up at finding European rabbit. And rabbit are not exactly just the most exciting hunt in the world. I'm not going to lie. They're not. They are not. To me, they're very tedious. It's a very tedious hunt. You know. Are you guys excited about the new Great One jackrabbit, though? I can't believe that. That's insane to me. Have you seen the racks on those things? I mean, just huge. Just huge. I already finished one track. I think I've already decided to do 3 of them tracks. That way you have all your own intro to play the same words. But, oh, wow. Well, we have yet to actually grab our 243 for fox hunting, but we're gonna grab it. Been avoiding it because I'm just wanting to switch something else. But we'll switch from the Maradi to the 243 since obviously, you know, the Maradi's useless on Salzweisen. There's not a single class 3 animal on Salzweisen, so there's no point in not having a class 2 rifle. They're running away, or they're about to. Ranger 243, let's go. Yeah, they're definitely going to run away. Yep, they're gone. They're gone. It's all right, though. There's plenty more, guys. There's plenty more fox in the sea. All right, let's see here. I'm going to relax on some Power World until I get ready for some Marvel Rivals tonight. There you go. I hope Marvel Rivals is fun. Your sleeping bag when you're laying on the ground looks like a Kit Kat. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they're definitely running away. They're definitely running away, but I'm trying to just get some rabbit. I tell you what. Night vision scope, polymer tip. Honestly, I'm trying to get it to stop. I'm trying to get its phone out. He's stuck trying to get his phone out. I'm trying to not get my phone out. We're struggling today, guys. We are struggling today. I tell you what. Every Wednesday I call it. There you go. Yep. Yeah, we call this Call the Wild Wednesday. All right, let's see here. All right. We're sighted in for 150. Can we do it? Can we do it? Was that a dead fox? Was that a dead fox? Was that a dead fox? Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, dude. I think we got that fox. I think we did. I sure do. I tell you what. I think that was a 135 meter shot on the run with a hollow point on that female red fox. But we'll see exactly what we got. We'll see what we got. Oh yeah, Mecca does succulent Saturdays. Oh yeah. Yep, guys, put her down instantly. I mean, I'll take that. Oh no. There we go. So we got her. Oh, we missed the vitals. 169 meters on the run. And we got her in the spine. We overshot a little bit and got her in the spine. We got her in the thoracic vertebrae and spinal cord. So we just punched her right in the middle back, right at the top of her middle back. She had a red fur color, but hey guys, I'll take a 170 meter on the moving shot with a red fox and barely miss vitals. I mean, I'll take $1,000 for that. And we got a 450 session score and $1,066 cash, and we're on to the next. We have enough money, guys, to get at least one tripod right now, but we're going to have to get at least $32,000 before we go do our roe deer grind some more. Think it was guaranteed. Aiming at a level 9 bear. There you go. I totally did not just make that up on the spot. Maybe I did, but I'm going to say no. Let me know how that level 9 bear turned out. Did it turn out to be a PB? Did you get a diamond? Was it a diamond bear? I got a level 9 Iberian wolf the other day that was 0.18 away from being diamond, and it was my first ever level 9. It's my second ever Iberian wolf, period, but it was the first ever level 9 Iberian wolf I'd ever seen. Because I've just now been on Quattro a few times. Quattro Colinas. Just, it made it. It made diamond. Let's go, guys. Jeffrey got a diamond. Jeffrey got a diamond. Let's go. Let's go. You could do Thrilling Thursday. I do Thumbstick Thursdays, Moist Mondays. Oh my God. I do non-mandatory Mondays. I tell you what, I usually avoid Mondays. Ugh, Garfield, right? I'm kidding. That's actually when we work the most on stuff is Mondays. All right, guys. I don't think we're finding these rabbits. I think we're going to a new map is what I think. I think we're going to a new map. I don't think we're finding these rabbits. We'll walk a little further and see how it goes, but 23.79, is that a black bear? Is that 23.79 on a black bear, you said? Or brown bear? All right, guys. No, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry. We're not a very big channel, but unfortunately, we are very much trying to be. And so I'm trying to do the job I want. And so we do have a number of people asking to play with us. And if I did that all the time, we would never be able to do anything we plan on doing. But as conceited or whatever, mean as rude as I hope that did not sound, we play with viewers every month and every Saturday. So we play Call of the Wild with viewers every first Wednesday of the month. Is that today? Is that this evening? It is. Guys, this evening is to play with viewers. This evening is Play with Viewers Day. Is today the first Wednesday of the month? Guys, that's today. That's today. All right. So the evening stream of every first Wednesday of the month is Play with Viewers Day. So today, this evening, guys, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be hopping onto a map, ghosting it. This is the only time I ghost a map. It's the only time I ghost a map. And because if y'all hop on and then decide you want to dead zone the entire place, I don't want to pay the price for that. But this evening, y'all, when we do the second stream of the day, that will be Play with Viewers Day, our monthly Play with Viewers Day. Ooh, let's get ourselves a 300 plus shot on a fox. Let's do it. They're not even good foxes, so who cares if we mess it up? But let's try it out. Let's try a 300 meter shot on that chick right there. We're going to get the 243 ready. And boy, howdy, is this going to be an interesting shot. 378, so it doesn't really matter. That's beyond the max distance we can zero in for, because all we can zero in for is 300. We're going to switch scopes for sure. Even if it is nighttime, we're going to have to switch scopes for that one. I got a new... This is the stick drift. This is the most drift and stick freaking controller ever, and I swear. Oh my gosh. 290. But yeah, if you guys want to play with me, today is actually the day to do it. This is going to be super fun. We might get nothing. We might get everything. Who knows? Who freaking knows? As soon as they sit still, they're going to die. They're drinking, but it's amazing how much they can move and drink at the same time. All right, guys, let's see if we can get Mr. or Mrs. Oh, come on, chick. Guarantee we shot her instead of him or something. Let's see here. Did he die? No. Okay, we're going to move to the Scuff Valor. We're going to switch to the Scuff Valor for this specific game. I tell you what. I tell you what. Guys, we're doing bad today. We're doing bad today for some reason. We're off. We're off today. That's it. I'm calling it right there on the daily challenges, guys. You tell me in the chat right now, where are we going? What are we hunting? What map out of the ones you see right here, and what animal do you want to see? You let me know. These are the animals we got, or sorry, the maps we got. We have Salswise and Sunder Patton, Emerald Coast, New England Mountains, Mississippi Acres, Silver Ridge Peaks, Quattro Colinas, Medved Taiga, Layton Lake, and Hirschfelden. Y'all tell me right now, I'm done fussing with it. I'm getting my Maraude back out. The challenges are being difficult. So forget them. I tell you what. If getting rabbits, and I'm getting too distracted, I'm not even trying to get rabbits, but it is just getting boring for me. It is just getting so boring for me. Today's stream is not because of the game, but because of what we're trying to do with it. So we're going to switch that up. We're going to enjoy Call of the Wild like it was meant to be enjoyed. All right. Let's see here. We got the 300, the mag, all that. Yep, we're cooking with Crisco, guys. We are cooking with Crisco. Let's see here. I'm thinking maybe some more Medved. I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out. Mule deer on Silver Ridge Peaks. Let's go. We're going to Silver Ridge Peaks. I actually love the sound of that. That sounds all right to me, guys. Let's go to Silver Ridge Peaks. We're going to see how it goes. We actually do have our overlays for Silver Ridge Peaks ready, so we will absolutely put that sucker up on the screen and get ready for some mule deer hunting. No, I'm okay. Thank you, though, honey. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe in a minute. Thank you, though. All right, guys. Let's see where the mule deer are and where to go get them. We're going to pull up mule deer on the Call of the Wild companion app. And we're going to switch the time and place to be fitting for that. Guys, we got trolled so hard by deer before. It's always deer, some kind of deer, reindeer, mule deer, something. It's always some kind of deer that trolls the crap out of you, isn't it? Isn't it? I think it is. All right, mule deer, class 5 animal, maximum difficulty of 5, unless you're looking at a great one. Then you're going to get your fabled difficulty, your level 10 fabled difficulty. And of course, they got the good vision and smell and hearing. So, I mean, decent vision. So, if they have a weakness, I guess it would be vision. But if you look at the little dots on the companion app, vision is a 3 and sound and smelling is a 4. So, their rare fur types are albino, erythristic. I don't know. We're not even going to try and read those. Oh my God. So 1,500 to 1,800. That's when we're looking for. So let's switch it right here to 1615. I'm not going to go all the way past that. And we're going to spend $2,000 changing the time. Good gosh. Who cares? Who cares? What's wrong about it? What's wrong about it? How is all this? 220.3. Oh, it's 220.34. What the crap? I tell you what, guys, don't ever get your information from Wikipedia. Don't ever get your information from Wikipedia. I tell you what. It does look like the everything else is correct except the actual trophy. It's 220.34, not 54, and it's 311.94. What in the world? What in the world? I tell you what. Yeah. I tell you what, guys. I'm gonna fix that right now. Stick with me, guys. Stick with me. We're gonna fix that right stinking now. I am so fed up and tired of the misinformation on some of these websites and stuff. I'm gonna have to use the companion. I figured out I'm gonna have to use the companion app from now on. But we're gonna fix it right now. I actually have it pulled up right here where I'm gonna correct it, and that should help us finally be accurate. A lot of our overlay numbers are having to be redone because I looked up a site that just got it entirely wrong, like all of it. It got like all of it wrong somehow. And it was the Call of the Wild website, nonetheless. Like not the official one, but like the one that fans do, you know. So, let me fix this up real quick, guys. We're at Silver Ridge Peaks and we're looking for mule deer. Wow, this is so weird, guys. Bear with me. This is crazy. Super crazy. So, we're going to change that. It's 220.34. 34, not 54. 34. And then the diamond is 311.94 is the real information on it. So let's get that corrected right now. 220.34. And here momentarily, guys, you'll see the correct information on the screen. And hopefully today, guys, if we just keep going after him, today, hopefully we can actually get ourselves a diamond, because we had one that was nearly diamond or was diamond just troll the crap out of us by disappearing off the map, quite literally after like 2 hours of tracking. The trail was ridiculous because he couldn't get to his need zones. He just kept running around the mountainside. He couldn't actually traverse the mountainside correctly. So then it just turned into this weird chase where he could never get far enough away, but he kept running and running and running. It's just crazy how long that dragged out. And then we spotted an animal for the first time, and so then the little narrator popped up and said, "This is a blah 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 blah." And so then they did that fix it, guys? Did that fix it? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But yeah, anyway, so then as soon as they read, the trail that we'd been tracking for 2 hours disappeared off the entire map at that exact moment. Thank you, honey. Mm-hmm.
If it's not good, let me know and I'll get your other.
It'll be fine either way. Oh, it's super sticky. I might not be able to. I think maybe. I'll try and not grab it on the sticky part.
Go find another straw.
They gave a straw shorter than the cup. Well, thank you, honey. You didn't have to do that. Can we get a W, Mrs. Mecca, in the chat? Anybody? Can we get a W, Mrs. Mecca, in the chat? Thank you very much. She's over here just without even being asked, bringing me stuff just to be sweet, because she's just sweet. All right. All right, guys. Where do you think mule deer drink on this map? Where do mule deer drink on this map? Plains bison. We are at the right time. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. It's going to be our first waypoint. We got a west wind, so we're going to approach from the east. That'll make this. This is hopefully clearly far enough away. So what do we got? We got 5.6 kilometers away, right? And this is, oh yeah, that's way far enough away. W. Thank you, Jeffrey, for the W, guys. It really does make my day. When on this channel, I don't know, when we say W, we're being kind of cheesy, I guess. I don't know, but we got some awesome people in our lives, and it's really nice when they see on the chat that we got somebody, showing additional appreciation for them. Thank you, honey.
That's a real struggle.
Opposed to fake straw. I'm just kidding.
Okay, a non-disposable straw.
I was like, would you give me the first time? It's very good. Thank you. Sorry, I had to get cooties real quick. Had to get cooties real fast. Long Island Lake, I think. Ooh, which one's Long Island Lake? Which one is that? Is that this one, right? All right, let's see here, guys. I would get Hank the cow dog out to come hunt with us, but by golly, Hank is not able to walk on Silver Ridge Peaks for some reason, and he's doing a really bad job of not getting stuck here all the time. So he gets a break today. He gets a break today. All right, guys, we're going to use different sites. How is everybody doing today, guys? Welcome to Mechanic TTV. If you are just now tuning in, this is Call of the Wild Wednesday. We do 2 streams on Wednesdays, one now, one later. Schedule is posted on the place that it's posted. I can't really say, I guess, but but hey, if you don't know, it's the same time every single Wednesday. So check out the VODs, check out the past streams. I will tell you, the evening stream, guys, is at 5:30 Pacific time, 6:30 Mountain time, 7:30 Central time, and 8:30 Eastern time. Today's evening stream is playing with viewers. And so when we play with viewers, we can have the first come, first serve up to 8 people, including me, and rotate people if we need to. All right. We just kind of play it by ear. If anybody wants to join, you can. The only thing I ask is that you stick with me and shoot. Basically, that we take turns shooting in a group, and then keep what you get. Really, honestly, but do please ask before you take the kill, though. If you somehow walk up on a piebald diamond on my map or something like that, and it's not ghosted, please don't just start popping off without asking, and 7 people shoot it. But we don't even have enough people yet for that to be an issue. So that's not an issue. We're just gonna have a good time. Hopefully you guys can join us. We will be also, guys, we will be in the Call of the Wild voice channel on the Mechanexus. We will be there. And I think we got a couple of them, like 1 and 2. We'll be in the number 1 channel for Call of the Wild. Just hanging out, playing with viewers. And yeah, it's going to be long distance rifle hunting every single time. We're on Xbox. That's the only way we can host. So if I could change that, I would, but it's just not a cross-platform game. All right, guys, let's run down here a little bit, actually. Let's actually run down here a little bit. We got a bear and some bison down here. We have a horrible wind, like the worst wind for this. But I'm more interested, obviously, in the bear than the bison. Okay. We can take that bear real quick on the way to, God dang. We got a lung shot on her. So we're going to grab her real quick, switch the sight, because why am I using a nighttime scope in the middle of the day? We're going to just run and grab her real quick on the way to the mule deer, because this is the direction we want to go anyway. We want to go with the wind to get to where we want to approach that lake from. I would, but I don't have an Xbox game. Yeah. Sorry. I just found out recently that you do have to have like Game Pass or Xbox Ultimate to play online with certain games with other people, which is stupid because you already bought the game and you already paid for the internet. All right, guys, let's see here. So we got her in the left lung and liver and the left humerus, shot her through the arm bone from 84.70 meters with an 800 session score and 1,051 bucks cash on this black bear with black fur. And yeah, I'd say the Marathi does just fine on penetration. I would say going through the bone first and still, I think, almost going through and through is acceptable to me. I'll say that. So let's hoof it a little bit. We're kind of taking forever, but we're going to hoof it a little bit, get to be at least somewhat east of that pond, and then see what mule deer there are for us to get. Good pick, Jeffrey. Good pick. I wonder, guys, do you think we're just going to stumble across our first ever diamond? Are we just going to walk up on our first ever diamond mule deer today? That'd be nice. How are y'all doing today? Cannon, are you there, bro, Chacho? I know Jeffrey's here. Do we got Cannon? Who do we have with us still over there on that side of things? Guys, I'm going to slow down for sure. I'm definitely going to slow down right now. I'll even just auto crouch for a little bit because right now what I'm going to put in the chat is the link to the Mecha Nexus. So that's not a place that we're streaming or nothing. That's a place where we talk and hang out. I'm sure you guys have joined a server before, but hey, if you're new to it, there's voice channels, text channels to connect with each other. We have them dedicated to Call of the Wild. Like, we have a bunch of games. We have a category. It's not a huge category. It's got 4, 5, 6 channels in it, where you can talk about trophies, help me hunt, just chat about the game, as well as, you know, share clips and voice chat with each other. So if you guys are looking for a community, we're building a Call of the Wild community for sure. We also do monthly events, you guys. We do a monthly Call of the Wild event. Let me see. That's not it. But anyway, guys, the monthly event we do, for some reason, everything got deleted from my scenes. Gotta love OBS sometimes. I swear that stuff just happens when it wants to. We do a monthly Call of the Wild event where you can win gift cards just by hunting on your own Layton Lake map. What are the rules? Let me get the rules pulled up here because I do have the rules. If I go here, guys, this is it right here. This is the event. So the rules right there are that you must be in the country. You must be 18. If you're under 18, you can participate. If you have an adult, contact us for your gift card if you win. The only reason we can't do under 18 and get you your gift card directly is we're avoiding any DMs with anybody that we know is under the age of 18. That's a liability for not only us, but for them. And we don't want to cause any sort of issues or teach people bad habits. Even if I know that I'm not a danger to anybody online, you shouldn't make a habit of reaching out to strangers online unless you know the person well and you're an adult and you're responsible and you understand how dangerous the internet can be at times. But yeah, guys, so you hunt Layton Lake, you get 1 ticket. You can see right there for all the mallard, turkey, and rabbit, 2 tickets for the black-tailed, white-tailed deer, 3 tickets for the black bear, roosevelt elk, coyote, and moose. And the rules are, guys, that you just have to basically hunt within the time. You have to upload screenshots to our dedicated Discord channel for that event by taking screenshots of your trophy manager after you save the kill. It's female kills only. You don't even have to use the right type of gun. No harvest check required. No trophies have to be sacrificed. All just female kills. You can take a 30-06 to a rabbit if you want. You know. Let's see here, guys. Let's get this guy taken care of. He looks miserable. Do you see him? Does he look happy? No, he doesn't look happy. He looks like he just got dumped by his mule deer girlfriend, and he's over it. He's done. He's tired of the drama. He's tired of the dating scene, the dating pool that he has to deal with here at Silver Ridge Peaks, and he's just over it. That's why he's at the watering hole right now, and he's ready to be over it. So we're gonna help him out. We're gonna help him out. And this is purely an act of kindness. This is purely looking out for his feelings and his well-being. He didn't suffer. I'm shooting squirrels with a 338. All right, guys. We did get our first muley of the day. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So... all right. He was brokenhearted. I tell you what, he was brokenhearted. So we made him not brokenhearted. 73.86 meters on that mule deer shot. We got the right humerus, right lung, heart, and left lung. And I tell you what, we got a 400 session score, $960 cash on this brown fur colored, wonderful looking silver muley right there, guys. And I tell you what, isn't he just a beaut? Isn't he just a beaut? Triple vital shot right through that humerus. We always go through the humerus and then both lungs and the heart, I guess. All right. When you're packing a Maraude, you can, I suppose. They should have had muleys on Layton. You know, I honestly, I love muleys. I don't know that. Honestly, I feel like there's so many deer on there already. All right, there's another muley. I tell you what. And since there's nothing else really around here at the moment, that's his girlfriend. First of all, the girl we talked about, the heartbreaker, that's her. Okay. All right. She decided that she was going to, do as they do and just show up to the same place just to. Oh no, that was a bad shot. We got a lung, but all right. She was just checking on him. She was just seeing if he'd moved on yet, which is ironic because she broke his heart, and I'm not having that. She ain't gonna come over here and just mess with him like that emotionally. It's not right. So that shot was out of vengeance. That was not taking care of her broken heart. That was not a humane shot. That was pure malice. So that's why we didn't double lung and shoot her in the heart. That's why she got single lunged. She had to deal with it for a second. Consequences. Y'all, consequences. All right. It was already broke. I just finished the job. All right, guys. Next spot. Just so she could show off her new rifle. Oh, isn't that how it goes? Guys, been there. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. Guys, been there. My gosh, I kid you not. Oh, my goodness. We all got stories about that, don't we? If you don't, you're lucky. Holy cow. All right, guys. I did not want to have to do that, but actually I just purely wanted to and enjoyed it. She shouldn't have done what she did. I'm just kidding. All right. She should have went to a different lake. All right. Where her great one is. 160 meters, 300 sessions scored, $799 cash on this brown fur type. And boy howdy, did we hit her where it hurts? Let me tell you. That's what you get. I don't know. What's up, G-Man? How you doing, bro? We're making up dramatic breakup stories between mule deer and why we're putting them out of their misery. How are you doing? All right, guys. What is the next lake we want to go to for muleys? Just because there's no need zones discovered for muleys there yet, just doesn't mean that they're not there, because I have not spent a whole lot of time, honestly, on Call of the Wild compared to probably most streamers. especially since we play most of our games 1 day a week. We're a big variety channel. But I'm trying to determine where they're going to be at, even if I don't see a mule deer drinking zone there, because we haven't really spotted a whole lot of mule deer drinking. Let me see here, guys. Let me see here. Do y'all, anybody in the chat, let me know if you were on Silver Ridge Peaks, what lake would you go to? What lake on the map would you go to? And we do have that. We did put that freaking tent all the way at the top of this mountain. I don't know if that was really that smart of an idea, but boy howdy, there's a lot of mule deer down here. We created a small dead zone right here between the groups, right down here. But I'm thinking that this right here, what is that? Long Island, whatever it is, because that's the one Jeffrey mentioned earlier. Lone Island. Okay, let's go check that out. We still have a west wind, so we still need to approach it from the east. So we'll pop down. I don't want to go to this house right here on it, but at the same time, I don't know that I want to do that much extra walking. So I'm going to do the walking. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm going to do the walking. I'm going to drive there. Don't worry. I'm not going to walk that whole distance. I'm going to drive up to about 400 meters, and then I'm going to run up to about 300. I hate spawning right on the lake unless it's like, you know, you have a tent on both sides and you're doing like that, like Great One grind style, you know. But I love knowing that when I walk up to that lake, every single need zone animal is going to be there. I'm not going to spook one of them. That's weird. Maybe that's just, I don't know. But to me, it's just, if you go to the next nearest one and drive till you get close, you know, it's just really not that much longer. Depending, you know, on how, like me, how bad you are at driving, I guess. I will say, guys, so, and Limp's going to give me a super hard time about this one. I absolutely have been loving my Pro controller, right? The Elite Series 2 with the paddle buttons on the bottom of it. However, and I will admit, like Limp very well knows, this is the most stick drifty of all stick drifty controllers you will ever have in your life. This thing comes with like level 10 stick drift out the box, and it's weird because it's a $200-something controller with outdated hardware on the joystick part, right? But it is it has so much customizability. I love it to death. However, there will be a change. There will be a change for Call of the Wild specifically. And the reason why I'm saying that is I tried switching back to normal Xbox controllers, and it works perfectly fine. Let's go. What's up, Lopez? How you doing? Let's go. Welcome, Lopez. How you been? How's Eva Lopez being? How you been, Eva Lopez? But I will say, guys, stick drift, I have been loving it despite the stick drift for first-person shooters, fast-paced games, Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6 or fast-paced shooters, because you're constantly moving your aim. You're not having to take a very, very, very slow, careful, precise shot with super sensitive aim, right? Call of the Wild, y'all, you'll know that if you move that stick to move your shot, it moves it a lot if you're aiming 300 out, you know. And the stick drift, good deal, good. Evil Lopez is doing good to hear it. But the stick drift issue is magnified by 100 specifically on this game, right? And this controller has stick drift. So I think we're going to be making it not a change, but a switch specifically for this game. We might get like an additional controller instead of getting rid of the Elite. It's so weird, guys, for me. I grew up on Xbox 360, right? There was Xbox and the Xbox 360. I went from PlayStation 2 to Xbox 360. And the thing about it is, y'all, is my entire life growing up was just like prime Call of Duty days. Those were when Call of Duty days, like 2008, 2009, like OG Modern Warfare days, like Black Ops 1, you know, Call of Duty days. Those were some of the best days for fast-paced shooters. And when it was really online team deathmatch multiplayer was really, you know, really growing quickly. And so the thing about that is I don't know how many people know this, the stick sensitivity, not just the actual programmed sensitivity, but like the stiffness of it, has been changed a lot, you know. The Xbox 360 sticks used to actually be a lot stiffer, and that's what I grew up on for years and years and years. So, like, for instance, when you're shooting an SMG or something in a fast-paced shooter, and you pull down on the right stick to kind of cancel out the recoil, right? Well, for me, I always overcorrect that or over-aim in like really quick reactive situations because the sticks are just too easy to push for me. It's just weird. So controllers like this is just my bread and butter. My gaming went way better as soon as I got to tighten the stick and made it harder to push. It just changed my gaming for the better. But there's the but, right? For Call of the Wild, that stick drift that this controller has, the controller that you can stiffen the sticks, don't clip that. Anyway, the controller that you can stiffen the sticks on is the one that also is notorious for having all the stick drift, all of it. It's a lot. So we're going to be probably getting ourselves, I've been, you know, I really do like Scuff. I'm thinking about a Scuff because they got the new Scuff Valor. Thinking about it, something like that. We'll see what happens, and hopefully that's going to make our Great One grind a little bit less nerve-wracking. Because right now, if I barely touch the stick to move it to like not miss my shot, it'll stick drift, keep going, and I don't want to miss a Great One like that. That would be ridiculous. I just jumped off my thing by accident. So I'm ranting. Hi, welcome. You're watching Mechanic TV. Thank you for joining us. This says you got 142 watching. Yep. We have absolutely finally, you know, not finally. We've been seeing the growth that we've been working our absolute keisters off for, and I'm super happy about it. Super happy about it. And I hope the people watching are enjoying the show. We're not a Call of the Wild channel specific. We're a variety channel. Let's go ahead and get off of there, like I said I would. But I'm super duper happy that Call of the Wild seems to be our bread and butter lately. We're getting into Great One grinds. We're starting our first Great One grind. We've actually got it underway. We've been setting up tents and spotting zones and stuff for the Roe Deer Great One grind. We're starting with the hardest grinds first, Roe Deer and Red Fox, and working our way backwards to the easiest ones. But we're not stopping. We're not tearing down the Roe Deer Great One grind, preferably ever, really, honestly. But we know for sure we're not tearing it down at all until we at least get 3 Roe Deer Great Ones, so we can do the map multi-mount of the 3 brothers. If you walked in and you saw 3 Roe Deer Great Ones on a map multi-mount, 3 brothers multi-mount, that would be a great way to start your day checking out a lodge. All right, guys, per requested, thank you, Jeffrey. We are looking for muleys here on Long Island Lake. And boy, howdy, wouldn't you know it? I think I might have approached a little aggressively because I was talking too much. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But let's see Let's see if there is anything we can spot. I heard somebody on the internet talk about how you could get on Lone Island to put a tent on there. They're like, this is how you get up, put a tent on Lone Island. Wouldn't that be just great? Well, I don't know. I guess you'd probably spook everything instead of nothing. All right, guys. We do have this drinking zone right here. I do think we came in a little hot. I do think we came in a little hot. But nothing super crazy. We hopped off at about, what? What was it, guys? 300? God dang. God dang. What am I ending with? Hey, guys, there we go. There we go. Hey, look at that. She's chasing something. What you mean, what am I ending with, bro, Chacho? On the stream? On the stream? How is everybody doing? Guys, thank you for joining me. Hope y'all are having a great day. If anybody wants to join us on the Mecha Nexus, the code is pinned. If you guys want to join us for our free Call of the Wild monthly events that we do. We do free monthly events where you can win a gift card by hunting female animals on Layton Lake. There's 6 mule deer on this drinking zone. We didn't see the deer themselves, but hey, we got a pretty decent drinking zone out of it. What's the next spot? What's the next spot? Obviously, it's probably the same one, but sometimes you have 2 of them that look like one. All right, guys, we're going to see if we can actually make our way over there and catch some sort of tracks over in that direction. Give us a... I don't want to hunt in this direction. I want to head this direction to then turn and hunt my way to the north from there. Would be my goal. We're definitely... Let's see here. Mule deer, 15 to 18. We're definitely past mule deer drinking time. Well, hey, thank you so much for the follow, Rhino Viper. Welcome to the crew. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I got to get that Call of the Wild poster off of there. Sorry, though, guys. Yeah, you can participate with us every single month. We do that event, the Call of the Wild raffle event. You win tickets the more you hunt and save female animals. No harvest check required. You can blow up a bunny with a 30-06 if you want. And the more you participate, the more tickets you get, the higher chance you get of your name being drawn. It's a fun time. We finally got it going every month on the Wednesday of the 15th or the Wednesday after the 15th. And this evening, y'all, this evening is supposed to be our monthly, the first Wednesday of every month. For the second stream, for the evening stream, we play with viewers. So we're going to be hunting probably Silver Ridge Peaks with viewers. If anybody's on Xbox and wants to queue up to come join us, we can rotate in and out. I can't host anything but Xbox because it's not a cross-platform game, but that's going to be this evening's stream. It's going to be a good time. Going to be picking the map. We might just go to Layton. I don't know. We might just go to Layton. Because not everybody has all the DLCs and all the maps and stuff. I don't have all the maps, so we very well may just go to Layton. Rocky Mountain sheep fleeing. Okay. I don't usually run around just spooking everything, but if they're just straight downwind of me and have already fled, I'm going to go grab their need zone. I'm going to go grab their need zone real fast. If there is one. That's exactly what I want to hear, actually. That is exactly what I want to hear. All right, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to put this pretty far over this way, and I'm just going to start getting away. I'm just going to start getting away. Might not actually have that great of an angle to get away, but we're not gonna call it yet because that's going to screw it up instead of help us out. But oh my gosh. I'm just going to hope at this point. It's not exactly a good wind. It's not exactly a good layout. I'm just going to hope at this point that I can get this mountain lion to show up. They can't even go aggressive. Mountain lions, oh, I'm not worried about it going aggressive, but thank you for letting me know that. Thank you for letting me know that. It's so sad. I wish they could. All right, we're going to get the Marauder ready to go. We got to get a little further away, preferably, but, I mean, it's really going to be tough to get far enough away for an animal with such senses to not see us. Let's get the mountain lion up here on the thing. Okay, we're not on Muley right now. We're on mountain lion. Mecca, for crying out loud. If I could just find a spot that's elevated enough or something like that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't know, guys, that she's going to show up. I really don't. There's a strong chance that she won't. But, you know, we can hope. Gonna try to get right about 100. Right about 100 away. If she's in the area still. She might not be. Okay, we're just gonna have to settle for the tree. We have to find a tree and settle for it. There's not really a spot here that I'm loving too much. The wind is god-awful. There's not really... I'm out of spray completely. There she is. She's nice and calm, though. She's about 130 out. I think we got the hard nose cast bullet ready to go. Hard cast nose. All right. 150. I could take a little bit of a... Yep, we got a lung on her. We got a lung on her. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's go. That's a mountain lion down. I tell you what. I tell you what. It doesn't matter if you own the map. Only the host has to own the map. Well, yeah, unless you ghost it. I'm hoping to ghost it. I'm hoping to ghost it. But thank you for reminding me, though. I don't know that, this is going to sound so picky. I don't know that I trust letting anybody and everybody I don't even know just pop in and start shooting stuff if it's not ghosted. The only time I'll ever ghost, I don't trade animals. I don't accept or give traded animals. I don't cheat. I don't bot. I'm not saying that's cheating either, but I just only shoot my own animals. That's it, right? But the only time I'll ghost a map is if Billy Bob Joe, somebody I don't know, is down the street, you know, is just random person somewhere is going to hop in and be like, oh, I'll join on community day, and then just starts blasting. Have you guys ever had somebody hop on your map, like posted on Looking for Group and said, hey, please don't just go around and shoot stuff? I've done this where I've posted on Looking for Group and I said, please do not go around shooting stuff. Please stick with me and ask before you shoot. Right? Just looking for somebody to be a hunting buddy, not just go shoot everything you see. And they're like, oh, I promise I won't. And then they're just like, oh no, I teleported to where the crocodiles are on Emerald Coast and now they're chasing me. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. And then they ran around and then kept running around the eastern part of the river in the swamps where the crocodiles are. And they're lighting up the map with all this purple. And they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, I got to. There's another one chasing me. And I'm like, then get out of the crocodile area. What do you mean? You know, it's like, so anyway, yeah, that's the story for another day. But anyway, we got her in the left humerus, the left lung, the right lung, the liver, the stomach, and the right femoris. For crying out loud, we absolutely obliterated her. And that was from 129.10 meters, 700 session score, and 1,091 bucks cash. However, she was a level 1 trivial. Not that great of a hunt or trophy, but good gosh, guys, that Marauder, look at that thing. Look at that thing. It just, that's a lot of damage. All right, guys. On to the next, y'all. On to the next. Starting to get a little dark. We do have our nighttime gear with us. Excuse me. Excuse me? Did I ask for your Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep sass? Oh, how'd that get up there? Well, I guess that means we gotta kill him. It's gonna be hard too, guys. We don't got no spray. We don't got no nothing. Bad wind direction. Oh my gosh. It is right about their time to get over here. Well past it. Let me know, guys, if you spot an inaccurate piece of information up there. But I think that one should be fixed. Let's see here. Yeah, the crazy part about it to me is it does make a lot of sense for mountain lion of all the big cats on here to be ones that are actually less likely to attack you, because those are ones that will, they will absolutely attack, but they will also usually avoid it. Compared to like Bengal tigers and lions, those ones will be much more likely to look at you and be like, okay, that looks tasty. Not saying that they're more likely, but than not, but they are more likely than a mountain lion. I'll put it that way. But we have actually had a couple encounters. One of them was just hearing one scream, right? We've had another encounter that I talk about sometimes. It was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in the woods. And I got laughed at for telling people the story, a lot. Okay, they're fleeing. Yep. All right, whatever. Let's actually... Oh, hello. God dang it. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? A running bow shot. Just kidding. All right. We're not hunting them anyway. We're not trying to hunt them anyway. I was just listening to what the screen told me to do. All right, guys. Let's see here. I really do want to change the time, if I'm being completely honest, but I also want to hunt these freaking mountain lion up here, because there are some mountain lion up at one of these lakes. Which one is it? One of these areas was just like mountain lion after mountain lion after mountain lion. It was nonstop. They were just all over the place. I'm trying to figure out which one it really was. I think it might have been this one. We might go over here and check that out. They teased pumas being able to stalk you, but didn't do it. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, that's some dollar signs or something, because if you're not, if you got a bunch of people paying you, don't tease them. Like, if you say, hey, we might do this, and then you got like a big clientele's like, ooh, and then you don't do it, that's never going to help your wallet, but good gosh, yeah, that does sound cool. But yeah, the one time we did run into a mountain lion, guys, story time, right? Me and my wife, we used to take nighttime walks through this little trail. And this trail is actually within city limits, with pretty big city, right? But a lot of rural looking area and woods, like a lot of it throughout large portions of the city, right? And so there's a trail that goes through about 14-mile trail through like just woods, right? It's all just woods, like dense woods, right? Well, we used to go walking up and down that trail. And let me see here. And we used to do it because we liked the fireflies. I know that just sounds so cheap, but still, I mean, it was good. It was like hot. We'd break a good sweat, get a ton of steps in. I was like an amateur athlete at the time, and so like I was needing to cut my weight. I was having to meet certain weight classes and stuff, and it was just make perfect sense, because you could walk all day and be happy about it. You could walk all day and be happy walking that trail. And so we walked that trail every single night in the dead of night. Well, I kid you not, there's been like a mountain lion has chased a kid on that trail before. He called the cops while he's being chased by it. And they have large territory areas. I think it's like a 40-mile radius for females and like an 80-mile radius for males is what I've heard. Is like the territory for a mountain lion. And so yeah, it's actually gone into a neighborhood before. And if you guys have looked it up on the internet, that's not too crazy. That's not too crazy at all, So it's gone into a neighborhood before and killed a dog, like a small dog, and ate it or whatever, like was hunting it, It's been spotted in city limits. And that's because there's so much woods, you know, and so there's a ton of deer, guys, like a massive amount of deer in town. It's crazy. And we're walking this trail every single night. Well, if any of y'all know about animals, they hunt on trails. Like a lot of animals hunt on trails. And so we're walking up and down it. We turn off our flashlights and we just walk in the dark a lot. Well, I turn my flashlight back on one of these nights when we're walking back up, and I kid you not, shined it on a freaking mountain lion. And right in front of me. It's like maybe 20 feet less, you know? And I mean, just clear as day, shined it right on there. Oh, we shot that too far front. We shot that too far in the front. We shot it too far ahead. Oh. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so we shot. I guess we'll switch that. So anyway, we shot. We're not hunting anymore, but sorry. I shine my light, and there's this huge there's all sorts of stuff like trees and falling over trees. There's this big old giant. It sounds too perfect or too cliche. I don't know. Too much like a movie scene. I don't know. But there was this big giant tree that was falling over, like kind of almost parallel. It wasn't perfectly parallel, but it was like kind of coming on and off the trail. And I turn on the light and shine it right there, just trying to look up ahead of us. And I kid you not, it was right there, just right in front of us, and just hopped right off. And immediately within what felt like almost like 1 second, it is like quickly and very quietly, like 60, 80, whatever outside the distance of the flashlight was. It was immediately just outside of light's range to our right. And I kept the light on it the entire time. As soon as I saw that, it's like freaking terrified and like, don't lose track of that thing, you know. 77 meters, guys, 700 session score, and 1,147 bucks. We got a right lung and left lung after we got through that scapula, after we got through that shoulder blade right there. So we got another, I think, Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep or something yelling at us. But so anyway, so I get, you know, obviously made fun of, like I don't know what I'm talking about a lot to people who are out in the country a lot more than me, because they're like, oh, you're just seeing things and blah, 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 blah. Like I've never been out in the country, or, you know, I have a particular person who I've gone hunting with and stuff like that. And I don't mean it hatefully, but if I say I saw something, he's like, maybe you might have thought you did. You might have thought you did. So like I could see a deer walk right in front of me and be like, maybe you did. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, like I visibly saw a deer walking in front of me. They're like, okay, sure. You know, and that same person will be like, you know, this time they knew they were being stalked by a mountain lion because, and I mean specifically because their hair stood up on the back of their neck. So anyway, I'm going to stop being a turd about it. But many of you have probably heard this story before. They're gonna absolutely bust if we don't hurry up and take this shot. That's going to be the last animal that we shoot right here in this exact place. So I need to start switching it before, but when they just walk up on me like that, sometimes it's hard to stop and look at the stream controller to do that. Double lung on that one from 29 meters with the 800 session score and 1,249 bucks with that dark red fur color. Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, guys, it was interesting. It was very interesting. My wife pulls out her, you know, sidearm, because if you're out in the woods, you know. Are you serious? No, you're not. You're joking. Limp's heard that a bunch of times. I thought that for a second. I was like, is there any way that Limp has been here as much as Limp has? And that's the first time it's just been the right time that he's been here for that. But no, it was terrifying, guys. It was terrifying. I went camping after that. So and basically, long story short, I kid you not, guys. So you can see eyes on animals, and you can see that like deer's eyes, if you shine a flashlight on it, they're not like that light yellow, light orangish color eyes. They are very much like those kind of bluish eyes or whatever, right? But if you shine a flashlight on like a predator's eyes, it'll be like that kind of yellowish color to it, right? Well, these were that color, just like they are in a bobcat, right? Except much bigger. It was like the size, and I saw the animal before it got out of sight. But then when it stopped and turned, you could see its eyes stop, like you could see its eyes turn back and look back at you. I kid you not, guys, it followed. It followed from a ways away, right? But it followed for a long distance, and seeing its eyes just like look up, and it didn't like come at us or charge or scream or claw or come out of anything. It stayed off the trail, but you can see eyes through bushes. Anybody's gone raccoon hunting and stuff like that and knows that's, like, I mean, when you got a coon tree, you just look up and shine a light on it. You can see exactly where it's at because of its eyes. This is the first time I've heard that story. Yeah. No, it was insane. And I got made fun of for so long. And still to this day, if I mention it, they'll laugh. If I try to assert more that, like I saw it and stuff like that, they'll be more likely to laugh or act like, oh, maybe you did, and that's always coming from the same person who said like they got treed by 20 hogs because they could hear how many there were in the dark. And then on the way out there, I hear what very much doesn't sound like an armadillo. Armadillos are loud, but it does not sound like an armadillo. It sounds bigger, right? But armadillos are loud, right? And on the way out there to bring him a sidearm so that he could, so we could drag out the one that he shot before the sun went down. It's weird, guys. Everybody's got hunting buddy stories, and everybody's like, got their own fish tales and stuff like that. But I try to not remember it differently for how cool it looks. I try to make sure that I'm not adding a single detail because it sounds cool. I had buddies be like, "There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Every time I talk about that bass I caught, it's gonna get one. It's gonna get 1 inch longer. It's gonna get a half pound bigger." And I'm like, eventually there is something wrong with that. Eventually that's called lying. It's like, but I try to make sure that I don't exaggerate it. And we went, "What is up, G-Boff? How you doing?" And so anyway, after we had that encounter with what absolutely was like, guys, I want to say, like I said, trying to remember, it was 4.5 years ago in the middle of the dark. I want to say that it was probably around like 15 feet away. Like I said, somewhere around like 20 to 15 feet away. After shining a light on something like that, God dang, guys, they're just all coming up from downwind of us. They're just all coming up from downwind of us. I don't know if we're even going to actually want to hunt this. But, God, I keep getting distracted. After having that encounter, we went camping after that. I've been camping before plenty of times. And, but me and my wife wanted to go just together, right? Just me and her camping trip. And, after that, I'd go out into the woods, and if I heard like an armadillo or something, oh my God, I was terrified. I was like it was so bad. It was so bad. One time I caught a smallmouth bass on a fly rod, and then a catfish ate it and caught both. Hey, there you go. Oh my gosh, that's funny. But yeah, I tell that story online sometimes now when I'm on a game that specifically has mountain lion on it. But yeah, I got terrified of hearing noises at night after that for a while, right? And since then, I've gone hunting and I've gone out there by myself, in the middle of the night before the sun's up, or walked out, and I'm talking about in the middle of just random out in the middle of nowhere public land. And I don't know if you guys can. I don't know because I have not been hunting very much. I've had my license for a couple years. I've gotten my permit and stuff like that for a couple years and whatnot. But I've been out in the woods plenty, just not hunting. I did a lot of fishing and plenty of camping and stuff like that. But I get nervous. I will now. Sometimes get a little nervous if I'm by myself and it's like complete pitch dark out in the middle of the woods. And I probably shouldn't. But it happens. It happens now. I'm not gonna lie, it does. Not every time, I'll walk out there. I got some videos, guys, of being right in the middle of just like 5 a.m. Like the sun's not even close to up yet, right? And I walk up on like a couple of bedded down deer, like a buck with his doe, and I got my headlamp. I got a rechargeable headlamp. It's like crazy high lumens. It's like 40,000 lumens or whatever. It's not actually that bright. That's what they say it is, right? And I got a red light on it, and you can switch to green light too, because they can't see red light like pretty much at all. They almost can't see green light. Like they can't see either per se, but like they can kind of see green light, you know. So when you're walking around with that red light on, I got some creepy looking videos. I knew it was a deer. I got excited about it. I had my bow in hand, and there's a deer. Like there's a couple of big sets of eyes looking at me that I know are two deer. You know, like they're about 35, 40 yards out, but I can't get a shot on them because there's trees in the way, and I have to stalk up to them. And where did that elk go, for crying out loud? Where did that elk go? But anyway, I'll show that video just to point out, you know, how cool it looks, you know, when you're walking around with a red headlamp. You can see every deer, but I'm not talking about shining deer. I'm not talking about, we don't actually know how it happened, but it's the most likely oh, gotcha. Oh, was that a track I spotted, I think, right? Or was that an animal I could have spotted? That was a track. But anyway, yeah, it was a heck of a time. I'm hoping to get back out to hunting more next season. The spinal surgery I thought I was going to be like fixed and better, so like hunting more instead of less after the spinal surgery. That didn't happen. But I'm hoping that they will be able to fix me sometime, and I'll be able to go enjoy being out there again, because carrying a deer or a hog or anything out of the woods is extremely difficult. Like that is extremely difficult. There's no way I can do that until they fix me up. But I'm hoping to. I've killed two deer. I've harvested one, a single lunged one, and then after like 4 or 5 hours and hundreds of yards of tracking later, we spooked it back up and it ran off, you know, and died somewhere else, and we never found it. But yeah, the first one I shot, only successfully shot like 2. I've only been hunting a couple of years, right? And I've had some. Thank you. I've had some pop up in front of me, and a friend of mine be like, "Don't shoot that. Don't shoot that." And I'm talking about like a 6-point, but it's like a dinky, chunky 6-point, you know. I'm getting buck fever like I've never had it, you know, like just losing it. It's exactly 30 yards away. And he's like, "Bro, do you know what that's going to look like if you bring that in for processing?" He's like, because we got back home, we got a place that'll process the whole carcass. Like you could field dress it and drag it in whole like that, and they will process it. They don't need you to skin and quarter it first. So over here where I'm at, I thought it was weird when they told me that you had to skin and quarter the animal to bring it in to somebody to like process it for, you know, like to cut out the different pieces and grind it up. You want some ground meat and all that jazz. And I also thought it was weird to not like grind up maybe like some shanks or rib meat or something like that and get like all the meat out of the animal. I thought you would bring them the whole carcass and they'd get you all the meat. That's not at all how it is where I'm at now. But back home, that's kind of how it is. We got places you can call if they're closed and say, "I got a deer." They'll open up shop. You bring them the whole carcass and they will skin and quarter and grind, and they will process the whole thing for you for the same cost of what you have to pay somebody over here to take a quarter that's already skinned, already quartered, and just separate the pieces. You know, like, you know, grabbing that knife and kind of flaying off that little fascia, that little connective tissue on the muscle. And so it's the same exact cost, if not more expensive where I'm at now. Even though they're smaller deer and there's more public land, less private land. Or I mean, you know, for me, if I go back home, I can go to my buddy's land and there'll be a bigger deer sitting right in front of us. Hey, look at that, man. All right, guys, let's check out that mule deer. We're here for mule deer anyway. That's what we came to this map for. Let's check out that mule deer. So that none of them are even barely, I don't think, gold, if they even are gold. I mean, for crying out loud, gold starts at 220. That one's guaranteed to not be. That one right there might be gold, and I mean might be gold. But hey, we found our muleys. Oh, story time, right? Man, I'm talking today, guys. Wouldn't you know it? She brought me a coffee, and we start talking about stuff. Tell you what, let's go. All right, we will mark where those ones are, roughly the middle of them. And we are going to approach that because we're going to start hunting the right way. We bring a cart into the woods and park it under a pine tree. Yep. Yeah, they got sleds and stuff over here too that you can. Okay, what? Quit busting my chops, lady. I'm not even hunting you. All right, let's see here. 100 meters away. We're going to go for the muleys. We're looking for the muleys. Just for the fun of it. We're picking muleys. That's what we want. I don't need to walk from this far to them. I'm just trying not to spook what's around me right here. This need zone is over at 2100. We don't have much time. I'm going to have to spook something over here. Somebody that my grandpa knows taxidermied a coyote for a guy and then said he would never do it again. Why? Was it the smell or something? God, I tell you what, the stinkiest thing I've ever seen cut apart is a pig. I don't know. I mean, what was his reason for not wanting to taxidermize it again? Was it just difficult? I've seen videos lately of someone taxidermizing pets, like pet turtles too. And it's the creepy watching a video of a taxidermized turtle is creepier to me than, for some reason, than any other taxidermy. You know, I don't know how you can sit there and pull his head in and out like that, and it's like weird. The coyotes smell horrible. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. My brother has done coyote hunting. I've just hunted deer and squirrel and coyote or raccoon, and mostly fished. Let's see here, guys. Should we get some Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep in the process? Should we get one of those on the way? With a bow? Just intercept them right here and shoot them with a bow. If that's a warning call, okay, I was going to say, if that's a warning call crouched 170 meters downwind, then they're just broke. Yo, what's up, Philip? How you doing? Yeah, those are weird. But yeah, I showed up after they started processing. My brother-in-law got a hog, and he started processing a hog that he got. And boy, howdy, that thing, they had it under the carport, and for like the entire, like half of that side of the yard and house stunk like somebody started a freaking dumpster fire. It was, oh my gosh, it stunk so bad. And they were asking like, who wants to reach in there? And, because they field dressed it there for some reason, because they'd never dressed a hog before, because, there's no real season for them. People shoot them all the time because they're pests, but for some reason, not a lot of people eat them. And I would say probably because of trichinosis or trichinella or whatever. But oh, come on, attentive. All right, guys, let's see what we can do here about this sheep. We got to get somewhere where it's not going to be a problem to shoot this sheep. What's up, Philip? How you doing, bro, Chacho? That's what she said. Ayo. I read that earlier, and I didn't read it as that's what she said for some reason. I read it as that's what they said or something. What was it, Limp? I forgot. I'm sorry. There's a turkey, too. Oh, no. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Stay right there. You're fine. You're totally fine. One down. Oh, you shush it. I'm going to get out to 22 for that if I have to. Where's that turkey? Grinding whitetail right now. There you go. I've never done a whitetail grind. I'm starting my first grind ever. Man, I don't know if that one's a hard one or not, but good luck on it. Either way. Either way. I tell you what. All right. Guys, we got it from a whopping 15.57 meters. We got a double lung and heart shot on her. And that was with a 420 grit arrow, 350 session score, and $922 in the pocket. All right. And when we got that turkey right there just hollering at us. I tell you what, I was going to use a 22. That turkey is just getting too close to... No, I'm still going to use a bow. It's up. I think the 22's trying to get picked. Okay, one of the sheep is going to bust right next to us. There's some turkey right next to us, too. A lot of turkey. Look at those guys. I don't know how easily you can see that, but... I don't know how easily you can see that. That was a pretty good group of turkey. And there's the rest of the Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep. But we still have the mule deer. Oh, hello. Too late. We still have the mule deer up ahead on that mark, I think. They should still be up there. Yep. All right, guys. Let's see what turkey we got. So, we got a gold turkey from 36.70 meters away with the small game point arrow, with a 225 session score and $1,192 cash in the pocket. And we got a right lung on him. I'll take that. I will take that. All right, guys, let's go get these muleys, for crying out loud. No more delay. Let's go get these muleys. Let's go. We're making our money. We decided not to do the daily challenges, but we're making our money. I think what we'll do, y'all, is we'll probably, since we got 155 meters to them, we'll get a little bit closer, place down the call, come back to this little tree right here, and call that good. We'll just call them in. We'll get about 40 meters distance on them. I might even just come up here to this tree and walk up, but they're about to leave. They got 22 minutes and some odd seconds game time, which is only like 5 minutes real time. So we have just enough time to go out here slowly, place down the call, and then, crouch walk our way back and start calling them before they travel. That's not going to take 5 minutes, but it's not going to be super fast. Welcome y'all to Mechanic TV. Nice to have you on Call of the Wild Wednesday. This is the first stream of the day. We do 2 streams for Call of the Wild every Wednesday. Monthly events. You can win gift cards and whatnot for free. Just hunting on Lake and Lake with no harvest check, no males, just female, non-harvest check animals. It's a good time. We hope to see you guys there. Today's evening stream, guys, is not going to be what it usually is. It's going to be us hanging out in the Discord channel and hunting whatever the crap we feel like as a group, because the first Wednesday of the month is Play with Viewers Day on the second stream. There's a deer right there. Oh, come on. Come on. There's a deer right there. Let's just go ahead and put that down and get away. Let's just go ahead and put that down and get away. But yeah, this evening's stream is going to be that if anybody's joining us, and we're just going to do rifle hunting of whatever the crap we feel like. That's the plan. So that's a lot closer than what I initially intended, but I mean, honestly though, it's still going to work. There's no way they're going to smell us. They'd have to get to about there to smell us. We got another Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep though, just running right past us. That was way off. That was way off. That was a mile off. Oh, what do we have down here? Okay. In the keister. It's going to die, too. That's a vital. That is absolutely a vital. straight through. Let's go. All right, back to the actual hunt for crying out loud. Where is our mule deer? I got to pay attention. She's going to die slowly, I guess. We're going to wait, though, for him to get a little closer. No, we're not. That's a liver shot. That's a liver shot if it's any vital at all. That I think it was a liver shot. That was too far back. That was way too far back. But hey, let's grab some bodies. Let's grab some bodies. Who thinks my great one is spawning? I don't. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I just said that just because. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Of course it's spawning. I don't know if it's spawning right now, but I think, man, I know you're gonna get it. I know you are. All right, we got 40.91 meters away and 350. I've never even done a great one grind. Never even got one. I'm just being a turd. I don't know why. The coffee is getting in me, guys. Oh my goodness! Of course, your great one's gonna grind. Your first ever grind too. I just read that. Your first ever grind too. Okay, what grind am I setting up? I don't know why I missed that by 5 minutes, and I'm so sorry that I did, Philip. But I am setting up the roe deer great one grind on Quattro. This is not right now, not right this second, but that's the grind that we are setting up as a whole in our little journey with Call of the Wild right now. So we got the left lung from 40.91 meters, 350 session score on this gray Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep with 932 bucks cash. And the Fox Pro is still over here screaming at us. Or is that a real one? Oh, that's a real one. Oh God. They are just so alert, aren't they? That's a dead animal. All right. So let's see here, guys. We got at least 2 does and a buck to pick. Oh, what the crap? They're still here. Through the back end, guys. Through the back end, we think. Is it going to get through? Not going to get through enough. That's a dead animal. What? I was very happy with that shot from that distance. From 56. I thought that was a lung at least. 530 kills in. Let's go. But yeah, Philip, have you done any great one grinds? I'm so sorry it took me so. I got stuck on the animals. And I saw one chat and I missed yours. I'm sorry for missing it. If I ever miss your chat, guys, whether it's like in the future, like a super chat, or whether it's a highlighted chat, or whether it's a channel point redemption, bug me about it. Bug me about it. It's not going to be, well, I don't want to tell them, hey, you missed my chat. No, bug me about it. Nicely bug me about it, but bug me about it. You know, or if you want to. It's not going to bother me. Not going to bother me if you want me to, you know, if you want me to know I missed it or read it, or if I missed a redemption to hydrate or something like that. It's not going to be some sort of rude thing. That's what I'm supposed to do. So we are going to run to get some of these bodies, guys, because it's going to take forever not to. So I'm going to run up here, grab some dead bodies. Here's that buck that we shot. Now, he was gold at best, most likely silver, but we will grab him, obviously. I'm not going to complain about it. So he was silver, 216. The threshold is 220, so he's just shy of gold. We got him with the 420 broadhead arrow, and 46.35 meters was the distance. 359 session score, and we got 1,062 bucks on him. And a little low, but you know, I mean, from the distance, kind of after shooting multiple of them. 46, you know. We shot him in a hurry because we shot a doe first, if I remember right. And you usually, if you're going to shoot them one by one as they come in to try and not spook them with a bow, you want to shoot the most alert one first because, you know, that's the one most likely to hear your shot and run if you don't take him out first. So I usually go for the buck first, but if I shoot a doe first, I'm going to quickly shoot that buck. Guys, where is the other blood trail? from that deer that we just shot. There was another blood trail that was just right over here, I thought. Really? A warning call to us from 130 out? We're going to take him out with a gun because that's just disrespectful. You should leave me alone. You're kidding me. That's got to be the sense of smell. Yep. He's better. He's like a low-level gold. But I want to find that blood trail, y'all. I want to find that blood trail. There it is. All right. Which way did it go? Which way did it go? I don't care about the steps. I mean, I do, but I want to find the next blood trail. And looking like I don't know which direction it ran off to. What in the world is the deal? Like, you think they'd all be gone already. Was that a rare? I don't think so. I don't think it was. Was it a rare fur color? I didn't think it was. I thought it is gray a rare fur color on a muley? I hope not. I hope not. Wouldn't that be dumb? Wouldn't that be something? Here we go. Wait, that's the same vital blood splatter. Where is the actual freaking blood splatter to this animal, for crying out loud? What is up, Gravy? How you doing, man? How's Gravy been doing? How's the move been treating you? I don't think it was a rare. I thought it said gray fur type. I didn't think gray was rare. I hope it wasn't. I tell you what, I'm going to feel pretty stupid. If I walked up and had a rare right there. I think I am going to shoot this one with a rifle, guys, just because. Maybe not. Maybe I should just keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, we're getting paid, you know? I mean, I just got to find that other blood trail real quick. All right, let's call her in. Let's call her in. All right. And let's see what we can do. We're mostly just looking for mule deer and making money. No, the one you saw running away. I don't know. Couldn't tell. It's too dark. I'll be happy if that one was though. As long as I didn't kill the rare one. Doing good, moved back. Hey, there you go. At least you have the freedom to. We all do, but I mean, I'm glad you're practicing your freedom to kind of go where you want to go and live where you want to live. I know you guys can't hear, but even just leaning over like this, like ripping and tearing and popping, like not normal popping. It's freaking, it's bad today, y'all. It's bad today. It's going to be all right, though. They think that the nerves coming out in the back of my spine are the problem, not the ones coming out the foraminal. Not necessarily the back of my spine itself, but the nerves coming out the back of my spine. They don't know if they have to fuse it or not, you know, or if that would be the problem or not. It could be that that's the specific thing that would help. Like the moving around is why things are grinding and damaging nerves and stuff like that. Could be it, but. All right, something is approaching behind us. I can hear it, it sounds like. Yep. All right, let's take a quick shot at some sheep that are on the move. Nervous? You shouldn't be nervous. You're perfectly safe. Boom, that's a lung. That's a lung all day. That's a lung all day. Tell me that's a lung. Tell me that's a lung. It's not a lung. God dang it. What the? What the crap? No way. All right, we do have that mule deer doe, that doe mule deer, whichever way I should say it, is on the way right there. She should be on the way, for crying out loud. She's calm, within range. I mean, I think she's within range, barely within range. Okay, now she's going to be on the way. I think it was a rare. Are you playing Big Buck Hunter Pro? No, I am playing Call of the Wild. Next week I'm going south. There you go. There you go. I didn't see that it was I can't say that. Erythristic. Is that how you say it? Isabeline? Think so. Wow. Okay. All right. God dang. Well, dang it. I didn't notice. I didn't notice. I don't know the fur types as well, especially on mule deer. So first of all, there's the animal that we're missing, for crying out loud. No, that's a Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep, I think. We got a dead doe around here somewhere besides the sheep and then the doe that's on the way. We already have a downed doe that we got a vital on too. It's not like she's very, very far away. Hey, now look at this, guys. That I will take. That I will take. So we're gonna call in muleys and that. I think she's probably that female mountain lion. What in the world, you guys? Is that an albinistic one? Is that an albinistic one? Is that an albinistic one? I can't tell if it's gray or albinistic. I can't tell. Oh, come on now. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's gray or it's probably gray. It's probably gray. Gray's pretty common. But we're gonna find out. By golly, we're gonna find out. It's a little dark for me to tell. I'm betting that's a gray. But boy, howdy, would it be nice if it was more than a gray. That is the muley right there. Okay. Well, we don't have to track her. Where is the, oh, right on top of her. Okay. What do we get here, guys? What do we get? Gray. Okay. Hey, I'll take it, though. I'll take it. The one you running away said it was a nice level 3 or, yeah, a nice level gold. There you go. So we got a double lung and heart shot on this female gray mountain lion right there. You know, I can't really tell in the middle of the night if it's going to be gray or not because I didn't even have a light on it. All I could see is that it wasn't tan, you know. But we got her from 41.02 meters with the Marathi. You know I love the Marathi. 800 session score, 1295 on the cash. And isn't she just a beaut? I tell you what. I tell you what, isn't she just a beaut? All right. All right, guys. We are at our $32,000. Thought I saw something. We are at our 32,000. I always turn Fox Pro Bang or whatever it is, the part that turns off the Fox Pro when you make a shot. I always turn that on where it should stop, and by default it just resets every time you hop on, I guess. All right, guys. I think the hunt for muleys for this spot, the hunt for muleys in this spot, we only got mid pressure, high pressure right there. I think the hunt for muleys is over for right here. I think we need to get moving. We have a northwest wind, but we don't got much northwest to go. So what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do. We are going to pop on down here, and we're going to see where the wind takes us. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go up here and see where the wind takes us and make our way up, because I'm loving what's on the top half of the map on this. I love the black bear and the bison and the muleys down on the bottom half, but I'm loving some of the Rocky Mountain elk and some of the mountain lion that I feel like are a little bit more common on the top half. Still, that one might be rare, still alive. I hope so. I hope so. I'm coming back and grab it later. Very easy lake to remember. The most northeast one. I mean, between those two, I guess. The big northeast one. All right, guys. So we got time for a little bit more, but with my wrists, my tendons being all messed up, and with my neck, I'm not really supposed to be playing, without taking a break for 3 hours. I'm usually supposed to take like breaks more frequently. I'm supposed to take 5 to 10 minutes for every hour I play, and I'm taking 0 breaks. But the channel's doing better, and I've been working so hard to get that. So, and plus I'm having fun. But instead of taking a break, I'm going to wrap things up in about 15 minutes. So we'll have a 3-hour first stream and probably about a 2 to 3 hour second stream. And then that'll be it for Call of the Wild Wednesday. It is the first Wednesday of the month, so the evening stream is playing with viewers if y'all want to join. I only can host you on Xbox because of the game, but if y'all want to join us for that, that'd be great. Keep in mind, we'll just be in the voice channel on the Mech Nexus on our Discord, and yeah, it'll be a fun time. We'll be rifle hunting. Just make sure. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not like it's like a 20-degree slope that just killed me, but we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do the same exact thing again. Honestly, ridiculous. That should not kill you. That is wild to me. That should not kill you. Oh my gosh. This counts. The whole thing counts as falling. This right here counts as falling. That's wild. But anyway. Maybe this a little bit more, but not really. I mean, come on. Come on. Here we are. Okay. Yeah. Muleys are on the top half. Yep, they are. Oh, yeah. Big time. That's where we just killed them. Big time, big time, big time. But it's weird to me because I know Mrs. Mecca brought me some pizza rolls, y'all. It's oh my God, we're gonna die again. Well, I know not to put a tent up here again. I know that. I'm not letting this mountain beat me. I'm beating this mountain. I'm getting down here alive. But I feel like the top half is just better than the bottom half. Maybe that's dumb. I don't know. I feel like the top half is just flat better. I love it. Can we use these as like little buffers to stop us from falling too far? Just kind of aim from one to the other. If I fall, I can land on it like. Pew. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If we go down this left ridge, we're probably like 90% more likely to not die. It is better. I feel like so. I feel like the bottom half is easier per se if you're looking for just like finding a bison. And the bottom half, I think, is maybe better for obviously black bear. I mean, if you look down here, this is black bear just freaking central all down here with drink zones. So black bear is a really good hunt. That's a good hunt, you know. But I feel like the top half is just funner altogether. Like it just there's muleys up there as well as the Rocky Mountain elk and the bighorn sheep and the mountain goat and then all the jazz and the mountain lions. Now the mountain lions, you know, I just don't see mountain lion stuff over here where you start, which would make sense. You know, like you don't want every single animal right here next to the outpost that you start next to, you know. Like even over here is like, you know, funner than like over here. If you guys are looking for a good time on this map, take this trail up this way. Or go if you're looking for mountain goat, walk up this swirly trail right here to this little isolated valley with a lake in it, and you'll be buried in mountain goat. I played Big Buck Hunter Pro, but pinball. I got into this game after getting into hunting a couple years ago, because I used to always fish and camp, but I never got into hunting, and I just never actually went and had my own license to get a deer with. It's just sitting with other people, and I knew, you know, I saw the animals and sat out there and, you know, had them pop up in front of me, and that was fun and whatnot. But just it's a different sensation when you know you can eat it. When you know you can eat it, you know. That is why I hunt. And some people have a problem with it. It's like, first of all, animals die in the process of making like vegan food. Yeah, I know how many animals die in the process of making vegan food with how people have to farm things nowadays. You know, if you buy food that someone else grew for you, that company had to kill animals to grow your food, and not could or wanted, like had to. Like, you know, we talk about whether it be pesticides or whether it be like, you know, eating the crops and having to stop the animals from eating the crops, or like, you know, like cultivating the land for the crops and like the little animals that die in the process of that. And I don't like that. I don't like that, y'all. But I feel like, you know, somebody online has a problem with everything nowadays, and I'm like, you know, I like eating meat. And my gosh, the fact that that's even offensive to people. I understand the empathy behind it, but the fact that you could try to make a philosophically consistent debate against it is crazy. Is absolutely crazy. All right, first of all, they're discovering that certain plants have a certain level of sentience, supposedly, and so you're eating plants, but I'm just kidding. But no, I love meat. I love meat. I could not live on a vegetarian diet or a vegan diet. I could not do it. If you told me I had to pick between all vegetables or just steak the rest of my life, I'm fine. And so I have yet to have an elk steak. I have yet to have. Aren't they trying to ban hunting in Oregon? I don't know, but that's dumb if they are. That is so dumb if they are. The healthiest diet you can have right now isn't just what type of food you pick, but where you get it from. Harvesting your own plants and vegetables is hands down the healthiest way to eat and live as far as your diet goes. I mean, especially we live in a very, very agriculturally heavy area, super agricultural, rural type, area. We're in the flyover states. All right. And if you think that, you can argue that killing an animal to eat it is wrong and avoid that and somehow not die of starvation no matter what you're eating, even if it is a plant, you're crazy. But I do understand the empathy of something having to die. I do understand that. I do understand feeling bad about it. See, there's those people that hunt for pure sport, and I'm not condemning them either, per se, but I don't agree with that myself. That doesn't mean I think that because death is a process of eating an animal that it makes it wrong because it's sad. It can be sad and not wrong, and it's crazy. But I love meat. I love meat to death. I love cooking up a steak. I love learning how to cook up a steak. I love learning the best tenderizers. I've learned the cooking times, how to get a good crust on it, different types of steak. Y'all, if you go to your local Aldi's, you can get a pack of 3 eye of the round steaks, right? That is a surprisingly good steak. Now, you'll have to eat all 3 of them to feel like you got one ribeye in you. It is not large steaks. It's like if you went and bought a pack of petite fillets, right? Like it's a filet mignon, but it's that big, so you get 6 of them for $20 or something like that, It's one of those where it's like the total amount of meat equates to like one large steak probably. But the flavor, the softness of it for a $5 purchase, like you can go buy 3 eye of the rounds. And I'm not saying that is supposed to be the best steak, but guys, oh my gosh, especially if you cook it right. I mean, the meat can like tear apart, I love it. So I could not argue against hunting and growing your own food. And that doesn't mean just growing your own food. What's up, Mrs. Mecca?
Do you need anything before we go to the play date?
How long is your play date? How long is Mini Mecca's play date?
Probably gonna be a couple hours.
Could I get one more round of heat, maybe? Because nothing's really helping too much right now. But I could maybe use one more round of heat. What's up, kiddo?
She said that.
I love you too, Mini Mecca. You want to come say hi to everybody? Don't get on camera. Just come say hi to the microphone. She puts on a Super Kitty's mask if she wants to say hi. Well, that explains a lot of plants are becoming sentient. I was wondering why I last ate a salad kept screaming, "No, please stop, dear God, not the fork." Come say hi right here, kiddo. Come say hi right here. Just right here.
Hi.
We keep them off camera, guys, just because more extra cautious causes less damage sometimes with some things with the internet does than being not cautious enough. She'll come on. Once in a bright blue moon, you might see her with a Super Kitties mask on or something. Maybe if we're playing Rotato or something. But Minnie Mecca loves when people are on the stream. She loves it. My uncle is somewhat vegetarian. He doesn't like when animals are kept in cramped areas, but he used to hunt and still wants to because the animals are free. Yeah. Well, if you're killing them for, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm sorry, like killing something is not always wrong. If a tiger was mauling my daughter and I could just, and for sure take out the tiger, save her life, and even keep her from, a certain amount of harm. It's like, would you argue that having to happen because unfortunately it was necessary? And I'm not saying that that's a normal situation by any means, but the principle purely is not all sad things are morally wrong. All right, let's go. We got another mountain lion. It's down. And that is so funny when you give somebody an example of something, they think that the point you're making is the exact example. Like the analogy is the point you're making, not the principle of the analogy. Y'all are probably all sane people just because you're even watching this stream. I think if you're crying about veganism, you'd probably not be playing Call of the Wild, but I don't know. Let's see here. 59.45 meters, I tell you what, with the flat nose hard cast Marathi 1894 round, a good old 44 with a 700 session score, $1,204 with a dark red fur color. And I'm not even looking at what fur colors are rare anymore. I'm just picking stuff up. Probably shouldn't, but I am. I don't think dark red is rare. 99.9% sure that there's like albinistic maybe, and then what is the other one? Leucistic. I think those are something like that are the two rare fur types. Melanistic and albinistic. Those are the two fur types that are rare. So if it's not that, it ain't rare on a mountain lion. All right, guys, we got about 3 minutes left, y'all. Don't forget part two of the day is going to be exactly 4.5 hours. So 5:30 if you're in Pacific time, 6:30 if you're in Mountain, 7:30 if you're in Central, and 8:30 if you are in Eastern time. That's when part two is coming up. You can jump on in if you're on Xbox. I'd prefer if you could on PC and PlayStation, but I just can't do that. But we're going to be playing with viewers, hanging out, probably on Silver Ridge Peaks. So if anybody is interested and has an Xbox and wants to join on, the first Wednesday of the month is the day we do that stream. That's coming up later today. Would love to hang out with you. I'll have you all there. And we're going to be chatting and hanging out on the Mecha Nexus. And hunting. Maybe on Silver Ridge Peaks. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, melanistic and albinistic. Yep. Those are the two. I don't see that there's any piebald for mountain lion. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm going off of what the app says, but even the app's been wrong about things. I'll tell you that much for sure. I've seen it. Thank you. That's okay. That's pretty spicy. I'll take pretty spicy. The heat pack got pretty spicy, guys. That's fine by me. All right, guys, we're going to kill one more animal. Doesn't matter if it takes 1 minute, 10 minutes, or an hour. We're going to kill one more animal and wrap things up. Go ahead and put in the chat right now if you want to for just bragging rights. Guess what animal? Guess what animal we're going to kill next? If you win, I'll owe you a badge on the Mecha Nexus that doesn't exist yet, but I'll owe it to you. We'll get it done at some point. I got like 15 pages of stuff like this, guys. It's just like we'll get it done at some point. But maybe 3 years from now, when the channel's moved on from Call of the Wild, you'll get the Call of the Wild badge. I'm kidding. We're not moving on. We're not moving on from Call of the Wild. Bighorn. I have a piebald jag. Man, good now. I love you. Have fun. Drive safe. Love you. Love you, Mini Mecha. They're super happy. Hey, we're going to get a little fun fact. We're going to get a little point of interest. What in the world? We're going to get a little point of interest to help wrap things up. These night vision, I tell you, the high-tech pack, guys, is actually pretty darn good. We're going to have to get that needs on for sure. I'm going to not forget that. All right, guys. I don't know how to pronounce these words, so Atanasio, Dominiquez, and Silvestre Velez de Escalante. were two Franciscan friars who embarked on an epic and foolhardy journey. This game wants to freaking piss my English teacher right off. Journey to find an overland route from the missions in New Mexico to California in 1776. They passed through here in late August that year, thanks to the invaluable assistance of the Ute guide they dubbed Sylvester after the Sylvester Trail region of the reserved name. We're done reading that. All right. Their journal includes accounts of colorfully named places like El Rio de las Animas Perdidas and Purgatorio, the River of Lost Souls in Purgatory. Great. That is the River of Lost Souls in Purgatory. So, in case you guys don't know what purgatory is, that's a that's a Catholic doctrine of a temporary hell-like place you go to pay for your sins before you are saved if you did not actually get cast into hell itself. That's a pretty wild doctrine. So, to have a river of lost souls in mini temporary hell is a pretty wild name for a river. I don't know if you guys know, that's a pretty wild concept for a river in, what is this, Colorado? Well, I mean, I guess it's in Colorado. I'd freaking call it hell too. I'm joking. I'm joking if anybody is in Colorado. Wow. Let's see here, guys. There we go. There's our binos. If you guys ever get stuck where you have no item in your hand, like you see it says binos on the bottom right, but you can't see the binos and you switch to your gun, it won't pull your gun out. Just hold square if you're on PlayStation, X if you're on Xbox or whatever. Hold the camera button until you get to your camera, then hold it and exit back out of the camera, and then tap the left bumper or L1 if you're on PlayStation. I'm on Xbox. I don't know why I even said those things in different orders, but yeah, I don't know what it is on PC, but if you get your camera out, put your camera back up, and then tap the cell phone button, it's the cell phone button, you'll get unstuck from not having your item out. What's the next animal going to be? Oh, you said bighorn. All right, bighorn is what Jeffrey said. I'm going to make a best guesser badge as soon as I learn how to make badges on Discord. I know how to make an image and Photoshop it a little bit and everything, but I don't know how to hand out badges on Discord. I don't know that. I don't know how to do that. We'll figure it out. Keep in mind, guys, I'm not going to pick what animal I kill next. I'm going to try to kill whatever animal I have a good opportunity to kill. If it's straight downwind from me and it's going to turn into a massive headache, maybe not. I might choose to just for the challenge of it. Who knows? But we're going to see what turns into whatever. I'm not going to pass up on a turkey. If it's a turkey, I'm going to kill the turkey. Now, let's see here. Cougar Watch. Well, I wonder what's up here. I wonder what's up here at Cougar Watch. This is the place where all those mountain lions were on that lake. There was a ton. There was a ton here before. God dang, guys, there's nothing here. You think, guys, this is a great place. I remember tracking it, them cougars around here. It was a nightmare. Got to get my brace back on. Guys, nothing's doing the trick right now. They're spasming like crazy. I spend not enough time looking where I'm walking when I'm using binos. All right, guys, let's see here. Lord knows I need to finish that coffee. All right. Golly, guys, we said we didn't care if it was a minute or an hour. I guess it's going to be an hour. We're not even getting warning calls from anything. We're just walking straight as far as we need to into the wind. Is black rare for a bighorn? I don't know. Let's see. For a bighorn. Well, yeah, I mean, melanistic, yeah. Like, there's albinistic, leucistic, melanistic, and piebald. Those are the rare fur types for a bighorn. Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep. Guys, we are going to come across more than likely a mountain lion. It's more than likely, because even if it's not their drinking time, it's definitely a mountain lion region. There's definitely going to be some mountain lions around here somewhere, I think. I'm half tempted just to go ahead and freaking fast travel to here and shoot one down there, because there's going to be something down here in this valley. There's going to be. Going to be a god-awful wind direction if we do that, though, because we'll be standing where the wind's coming from if we do. Just black. No, black is uncommon. It's not common, but it's not rare. So you got gray and brown are the common ones. Black and bronze are uncommon. Piebald, leucistic, melanistic, and albinistic, or albino, are the rare, like the blue instead of the green or gray. It is uncommon, though. Wild, guys. It's been 12 minutes since we said next animal we kill into the stream. They heard that. They heard us say it, evidently. No, don't turn us off. Albino sheep. There you go. Thank you. There's some of that disturbed vegetation, so there's something you can still see it even if it's not like even if you don't got the perk for it. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But we do finally have some tracks on our hands. So warning call. That's exactly what I'm looking for, y'all. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm giving you a break. You calm down. I am half stick on my belly. I'm half stick crawling on my belly. No sound, no nothing. Bro, for crying out, there is no way that you're that alarmed from 80 meters away with me laying down, not making much noise of anything. I mean, 3 of them. It's not like I'm a danger to you. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna put the mule deer up first, and then we're gonna switch that to mountain lion and do the second one as mule deer. That way they start heading this way. All right, the fact that dude was so ticked off about it is making me wonder: is he gonna be a good one? Is he gonna be a good one, guys? What do you think he's gonna be? Bronze, silver, gold, diamond, fur color? Wouldn't it be awesome if he walked up and he was just a great one piebald? That's not even a great one color. I'm pretty sure. All right, guys. Got a mule deer on the way. Hopefully, maybe a mountain lion intercepts. I got to bite my fingers every time I touch something. They're definitely on their way here. Downwind, perfectly camouflaged. Mm-hmm. Hey, guys, not too bad. Not too bad. He's a decent gold. He's a decent gold. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go, guys. We got him. Let's go. What? Oh, no. Oh, he's not even as good. What? How? He's gonna spook. He's gonna spook. He's gonna spook. He's still on his way. He didn't spook yet. He's still on his way. It's gonna work. It's gonna work, y'all. I'll tell you what, it's gonna work. There he is. Doesn't that just look like such an impressive rack? And then you realize it's a video game and they're all kind of crazy. That has to be a vital, okay? I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that was close to the heart, but it's at least a lung. All right, guys, let's go. We got it. Let's go. Let's see what we got right here for this first one. He was slightly higher rated as an estimate, but there we go. So gold, 224.99. We got him from 32.61 meters with a 450 score on the session and $1,135. And he is a blondie, which is pretty common. So we'll take that, though. We double lung heart shot him after going through that humerus, just like always. We'll take it. And let's get this other one, and then we're going to wrap things up, y'all. Don't forget, part 2 is coming up in exactly 4 hours and 15 minutes. 5:30 if you're in Pacific, 6:30 if you're in Mountain, 7:30 if you're in Central, and 8:30 if you're on Eastern Time. If you want to come hang out with us, we'd love to have you. If not, it's been fun having you here. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got for the final one of the day. Playing with viewers when we come back. Let's see here. So we went through that humerus again and single lunged him as expected. Single lung. 20.51 meters with that broadhead, with that 420 grit broadhead. And we got a 361 on that session with $1,084. And he's gray, which is also a common fur type. Look at him. Look at him. Isn't he just adorable? All right, guys. That'll about do it, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up. Stick around for the ending screen if you feel like it. If not, Cool. So anyway, we'll be back, guys, in 4 hours and 14 minutes. Love y'all to death. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we will catch you when we catch you. But until we see you next, y'all take care.